It's the best team in London, no, the best team of all. Everybody knows us, we're called Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the dance. It's Saturday, Conlo Lane, we've all come down to cheer. We've had our jelly deals and our glass of beer. Come rain or shine all the time, our families will bring. And as the Lions run on the pitch, everyone will sing. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them come, let them come, let them come. We'll only have to beat them again. It's the best team in London, no, the best team of all. Everybody knows us, we're called Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the dance. It's Saturday in Conlo Lane, we've all come down to cheer. We've had our jelly deals and our glass of beer. Come rain or shine all the time, our families will bring. And as the Lions run on the pitch, everyone will sing. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them come, let them come, let them come. We'll only have to beat them again. It's the best team in London, no, the best team of all. Everybody knows us, we're called Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them all come down to the den.
Bosh, good evening. How are we? Good to see you all. Let's get on the comments before we go anywhere else. First things first, thanks for tuning in. Hope you are well. The starting 11 is along the bottom of the screen as we speak. However, I will be doing a pre-match prediction because I didn't do one for the game when I'm watching under 23s instead, didn't I? So I feel like I owe you a pre-match prediction for tonight's game. So I'm going to do it live. Then once I've done it live, I'm going to cut the colour up. That can happen live. I'm going to cover, if I can say it, a couple of other points as well. And then once I have done that, we go into the watch-along. Okay, so I will have to come off the comments for a minute because I need to go on to my graphics, which I never like to talk about. So, here we go then. Let's get going. As I said, it is live, so bear with me. But this is going to be your pre-match prediction. Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of our other sponsors. If you are going to do a bit of business in the chaos, the madness, bruv, that is 2020, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below at the end of the video. As I've just told you, this is going to be your pre-match prediction for tonight's game against Burnley in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Of course, potentially Manchester City await the winners in round 4. But before we get to that point, let's take a look at the starting 11 that Gary the Gaffer has picked to start the match. So there he is on the screen. As you can see, I'm assuming that it has to be 4 at the back. Bolkowski in goal, Marlon Romeo right back, Shane Ferguson left back, Murray Wallace and Sean Hutchinson, the two central midfielders. It's Sean Williams and Ben Thompson in a central midfield too, with Troy Parrott in advance of them in a 10 behind Matt Smith and Bavardson on the left and Mahoney on the right. I'm 95% sure that's how we're going to line up. I can't guarantee it. Maybe it could be Mahoney central and Parrott right. I don't think it's going to be a 4-4-2 for those saying, we put it was 4-4-2 the other day. It wasn't. We don't play 4-4-2. Gary Rowett doesn't play 4-4-2. Plus, if it was 4-4-2, how many times do I want to say 4-4-2, by the way? There's another one. It would mean Bavardson like left mid or something, and it's not happening. So it could be Mahoney central, Parrott right. Could be Bavardson right, Mahoney left. I don't know. But that is how we're going to line up. For those asking, where's Jake Cooper? Are we selling him to Aston Villa? Listen, this is the reason that Ben Thompson didn't play the other night, in my opinion. in the other day, on Saturday. We've got a big squad. We need to utilise that squad more than ever this season, as we all know, and I've said many times, more games than ever in a very short space of time. So he's gonna save, in my opinion, his best team for the league, and he's going to play, the lesser players in the cup, or the players that are trying to force the first 11 out. So on that basis, the fact that Jake Cooper's played about 100 million games straight, I think he's just given Cooper a rest tonight, along with Jeb Wallace. Mason Bennett not in the squad at all. A little bit worrying because he obviously limped off on Saturday. But that's what he's gone with, and I think it's a good side. I'm going to show you again just quickly so I can reflect on it myself. Yeah, I think that's a good side. Obviously, listen, Bavarsson isn't ideal, but I do like finally that he seems to be, he's listening to someone or he's watching Lions TV together, because he's gone for 4 at the back and then a 10 further up the pitch with 3 in behind of 1, which makes us more attacking. Also, another basis for me, another statement to back up what I said about resting some of his better players. Scott Malone not involved at all tonight, so maybe I'm right, who knows. But, of course, we are against Premiership opposition. Let's move on to them. It's Burnley. And they are managed, of course, by former Millwall defender Sean Dyche. He's done a very, very good job there. He's been around for a very long time, and he stayed true to Burnley, a very well-paid manager in the division, and rightly so. He's turned him into an established, this can happen live, championship team. Let's have a look, Premier League team. Let's have a look at how they line up tonight. There you go. I'm not one for knowing a great deal about other teams' players, but what I can tell you, the players I know, Peacock Farrell, of course, an international goalkeeper. You've got Daniel Brownhill. Is it Daniel Brownhill? I don't know his first name, but they signed him from Bristol City, of course, in the close season. The two to look at there, you can't actually see it at the bottom of the screen, but it's Vidra and Rodriguez. So they have fielded a half-decent side as far as I can see. Whether it's their strongest 11 or not, if you know a lot about Burnley or Premiership football in general, you may know more than I do. But 2 strong strikers, a good goalkeeper in goal. Brownhill in the middle. Josh Brownhill, his name is. Yeah, I got it finally. In the middle of the defence. In the middle of the defence? Fuck knows what I'm going about. But listen, this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I've gone so far into the pre-match prediction, I haven't even thought about it. The last round, they, of course, knocked out Sheffield United on penalties after a 1-1 draw at Turf Moor. They've played one other game this season. That was in the Premier League. They lost 4-2 on their travels to Leicester. I think Jamie Vardy got a couple that day. But this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I just put that graphic up to stall you for a little bit. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Millwall win with Troy Parrott to get them both. I know that's hopeful. I know that's pressure he may not need. But if you've seen the amount of social media the club have been posting just now because they selected him to start, you obviously don't mind a little bit of pressure, does young Troy. And I think we could do it tonight. I think it'll be a very close battle. I think there'll be a few goals in it. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see the new formation. I'm excited to see Parrott. And I'm excited to see what Burnley have to offer. Of course, the winner of this tie, as I said, I don't have a picture of Man City or Pep, but the winner of this tie potentially could play Man City or Bournemouth in the next round. Man City have come out and said they're going to play their academy players tonight, so they could get knocked out, but their academy players, just have it right, probably a lot better than most. Let's move on to something I wanted to cover. I have covered it before, but it popped up again in the press this week. Jason Malumbi's return to Millwall. It's come out in the Irish Independent, so it's quite a good source that Jason Malumbi could be returning to Millwall. Jason Malumbi's a great player. I like Jason Malumbi. I loved his time at Millwall. But as we all know, and I've said a million times before, I don't think he's a player we need. If he was an attacking midfielder, a 10, I'd take him. But he will sit, and Woods already sits, and Williams already sits. And, if he was more of an attacking player, I'd be all over it. But Gary Rowett has come out and squashed it today and said, Brighton haven't said he's available for loan. And, at the minute, nothing's happening on that front, but we will monitor it as and when we need to. This next subject ties in with this. Bosh, heartbreaking, have that. As we know, the season tickets went on sale, back on sale, after the previous 2,980 odd were sold during and pre-lockdown. And on Monday, the club worked tirelessly to make sure that they could put another 2,000 on sale. That has now been, due to government information released the next morning, suspended with immediate effect. There will be no season tickets sold to Millwall fans. The new government legislations, I knew I'd fuck that one up, says that the new things are in place, the new things, what am I looking for the word there? The new rules are in place for 6 months. Something could change between now and then, but as it stands, for 6 months, no one will be going near any football stadiums, which obviously takes us through till March. On that basis, going back to this guy, I think if we was interested in him, which I don't think we was anyway, but some of you really want him, bring him home, come home, young lion. He's not a Millwall player, he's a Brighton player. He's on loan for 20 games. So, he's not, I love Malumbi. Yes, he's good. He's not Iniesta. Get out your head. He's not a Millwall player. I don't think now they definitely will go be buying anyone. I think John Berylson will now say, due to this, bonk, nothing will be happening. There will be no other players through the door, I think, in my humble and sometimes incorrect opinion. But there you go. Let's go to the comments. I can see the comments now. So let's go through them. Billy Symes says, hello, Dan, you Bromley beast. What the hell is that, Symes? I'm not from Bromley. From Bexley. Steve Lees, how are you, mate? Good evening. Daniel Gunn just says, come on. I don't know if it's like, come on, let's win. Come on, get on with the fucking show. Or what? Lockie says, sorry I'm late. Mate, it's fine. You're not late. We are still 20 minutes away from kickoff. So, yeah, that was my little coverage there. As you've just seen from the live stream, sometimes that's why I do edit it, because things can go wrong. Or you can jumble your words. Jane B says... Oh, I'm going to talk about this one next, by the way. Good afternoon, boss. Thanks for tuning in, James. Right, okay. The team starting 11 is coming along the bottom of the screen in case you haven't seen it. I will show it again. By the way, just quickly, why is Bavarsson playing wing? Why do people keep saying this? Bavarsson, when Bavarsson's ever played for us, he plays left side of central as a striker. He always has. He's never played anywhere else for us, other than occasionally as occasionally as a centre forward. Yeah, Archie's got it. It said Big Dan, the Bexley Beast. The nicknames are piling up. Yeah, so, as I said, listen, I've been engaged twice and married once. I've been called a lot worse, so let's not worry about it. But, okay, Ian Holloway. By the way, I've completely forgot this, and he reminded me last night. Someone commented, when everyone goes, get so-and-so on Lions Lounge, someone actually put it up during our last stream. And I went, oh, I ain't going to want to see that Ian Holloway. And then when I thought about it, I thought, sometimes you've got to take the rough with the smooth. Sometimes it could be a bit different. Richard Sadley, he's still up there for me as joint top best Lions Lounge yet. That wasn't a funny one. That was a quite serious one, quite an in-depth one. And I really enjoyed that. And I just thought, I'll ask a few of my mates. I asked a few of my mates and they said, yeah, look, get Holloway on. And if I got him on, I wouldn't be laughing and joking with him. Let's have it right. I'd ask the questions that would need to be asked, in the right way. So I thought I'll ask you lot if you want to watch it. And to be fair, 70% of you would want to watch it. I've been given Ian Holloway's number because he's been on a couple of podcasts that I know of. Some close friends of mine, he's been on their podcast. He's also a very close personal friend of mine, Mark Bircham. He's very close to Mark Bircham. So I got given his phone number and I thought, shall I ask him? So I waited for what you lot were thinking first before I do or do not make the move on Ian Holloway. Make your move. So, yeah, it's it will be an interesting one. It will be a different one. But, it ain't always sweetness and light, is it? It seems to be a lot of snowflake Millwall fans in this next generation, honestly. No, don't do it. Just people just like to moan. People just like to moan. Jake Awayday says, come on, you like... Oh, what? I'll come to the Lionesses on Sunday. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lions TV. Sorry, not Lions TV. That's actually incorrect. No One Likes His Clothing, which is a branch off from Lions TV, are obviously sponsors now of the Millwall Lionesses. So yeah, I will be attending games at some point. Sunday, I won't lie, isn't always a great day for me attending, especially if I've been enjoying myself fully on a Saturday night, which can happen. Yes, this is a lot of comments about the Holloway thing. I just thought it could be an interesting one, but we'll see. Should Hayden Muller have started tonight? Says PB. Well, I went to watch the under-23s on Monday, if you saw that video, and Hayden Muller started then. By the way, if you can see this on my face, where is it? There. It's the production light just reflecting, so sorry about that. It's because I've got glasses on. It will happen because it's dark outside. So, Should he have started tonight, Hayden Muller? He started for the under-23s the other night. So Jake Cooper is being... I've just had a message, not from Jake Cooper, but from someone who is in the know. So Jake Cooper is being rested tonight. He's been given a very well-deserved rest. The text message just said to me right there. Of course, I can't tell you who it was from, but it wasn't from Jake Cooper. So, yeah, Hayden Muller started the other night, and he started for the under-23. He's done well. A little bit of a mix-up with him in Fielding against Watford on Monday afternoon. Hayden Muller, Frank Fielding, and Tyler Berry were all substituted about 60, 70 minutes. So I'm expecting him to get minutes tonight, maybe. Should he have started tonight? It wouldn't have hurt to start him. If we get knocked out of the cup, it doesn't matter. A funny thing as well that Gary Rowett come out and said, I think it was Rowett or the clubs, it's come from somewhere. But there's absolutely no real reward for progressing in the Carabao Cup. It's no real reward for progressing in the cup. So it's a bit of a pointless one, as we said time and time again. But by the way, rest assured, Jake Cooper is not injured. He's not being sold. I've just had it on good authority. He's just being rested tonight. So there you go. This is what you get for tuning into these live streams. You had all sorts going on Saturday. And here we go again. So I'm just getting up the link now to the game because I used my phone to play No One Likes Us into the microphone at first. Just a new little thing I thought of to get it going. Because let's be honest, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing that song, anytime soon. I'm waffling next. I'm trying to do two things at once. So let's go on to the thing that I've paid for. There we are. And there's the Burnley players on the pitch. Warming up. And I'm just going to perch this here. I'm going to get rid of my notes from my pre-match prediction, which I don't need. Sorry, bear with me. There goes the game. There's Big Matt Smith warming up. Let's turn the volume down. Bang. There we go. I'm hearing that the iFollow commentary was behind the other night. So if he was, turn it off and just listen to this. Cooper definitely didn't get arrested. I've had people message me today and just a minute ago and saying, what's happening to Cooper? Oh, I already knew he should be arrested. Can't play every game. And then as we're all talking, I just saw a text message on my phone. So he is fine. Don't worry. Steve Lees. Yes. Do you know what, Steve? I thought exactly. Sorry, I'm a little bit hungry, so I've got some Jaffa cake. Because I usually have my dinner about 7, half 7. And I've got a beautiful fillet steak, some sweet potato. I've even got some cauliflower cheese I might throw in. But I can't because I'm streaming. So if I eat Jaffa cakes, I hope you don't mind. But Steve, I agree with that comment, what you said right there. It does seem better, yeah. Sorry, probably wasn't the best idea, was it? Tom Mead. Troy Parrott to score, a Mill to win 4-1. I'm sure you just tuned in to watch me eat Java cakes and drink Evian tonight. Cooper hasn't been arrested. He's being rested for today's game. I'm pretty sure you're not his actual brother. But Hayden Muller got grounded. My mum wasn't going to let him play at all tonight. From Harley Muller. If you are his actual brother, Harley, that's one of the best comments ever popped up. Graham White, the broski. He says the Irish will score, Bosh. And I think, I'm sure you mean Troy Parrott. No parrot, no party. Feed the parrot and he will score. You can see the headlines coming, can't you? Mitch Kershaw says, little bit optimistic about 4-1. But, yeah. Steve Morris is giving it. Katie Carroll says, I think Parrott will play for 45 minutes so he doesn't get injured again. Yeah, I'm surprised he's starting, if I'm honest. I thought he'd be involved. He was, we already knew he'd be involved tonight. I think it was said in the week that he'd be involved, but I'm surprised he's starting. Maybe they will do that, start him, whip him off. But yeah, definitely good to see him get minutes. Exciting to see him get minutes. We'll need all the players we can get Saturday because we are playing Brentford. Someone just said hashtag pay me in the comments. So I think it's Steve Morrison. On that basis, if you want to hashtag pay me, the live chats are wide open for donations. If you want to make a donation to the channel, a one-off. If you want to become a Patreon and get Lions Lounge lockdowns 48 hours before everyone else, plus a quiz once a month where I'll give away Millwall memorabilia. You can do that for £2.50 a month. You can check out our clothing website or our actual website, www.lionstv.co.uk. Or if you just want to carry on as you are, then you're welcome to. We're getting plenty of live streams in at the minute, so the ad revenue's going up anyway. And that's why the show's improving, I'd like to think. More guests on Lions Lounge, more graphics, better things going on. Oh, my God. Just received a rude message, not a picture. I can't read that one out. On my phone, by the way. God's sake. Here we go. Let the jokes flow. Sparky. Surely Parrott will score twice. If you have only just joined us, why eat another of those wonderful Jaffa cakes? I'm going to show you tonight's. Oh, bollocks. I keep doing that. I've got to take that one off first, haven't I? Tonight's starting 11. There it is. Make of that what you will. I'm just going to have a Jaffa cake. We are only 11 minutes from kickoff. Do I get all the money from Super Chats? Just Thomas TDI. Yes. I might get taxed on it. I don't know. But the majority of it, yeah, will go to me. Right. One more Jaffa cake and we're back in the game. Just one more. What's your predictions for tonight? Tell me your predictions. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Let's get this guy on because he's saying, what channel is it on? If you follow us on social media, then you can see where it's on. I'll put the link up. It's not on iFollow tonight. It's on the Carabao Cup's official website. Obviously, they didn't do round 1 or round 2. I believe they're doing round 3 because there's better clubs involved now. So they're getting the ad revenue tonight. It costs you a tenner to sign up for the game. And I just did it. It took 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes to do that. Just some shots of the den now, panning across the pictures in the crowd. It's absolutely pissing down, by the way, at the den, in case you didn't know that. Simon Patterson says it's going to Pens tonight. I didn't think that, mate. Yeah, I did think that originally, but then they got to Pens the last game, so the likely list now of that dropped a bit. Simons, he says, just want to say the Casey Keller Lions Lounge was absolutely spot on, bruv, and well done. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. It's funny because them ones, the views that are shot up quickly the most on them ones are the Aidan O'Brien one, but they're all tick. Like the Keller one won't have 20,000 in the first day or whatever. Not any of our videos really get that, but it will slowly tick. Them videos couldn't be watched forever, so they'll just keep ticking up slowly but surely. Hopefully, George goes for. Wow, pardon me. George has gone for a 3-0 win. Listen, I'm live. I'm only one man. I'm completely running this whole thing myself, so I can only. I've got the phone here, cameras here, graphics, fans. The fan blowing on me, not actual people sitting in the front room. Notes, water, Jaffa cakes, glasses. So if I need to burp or anything like that along the way, wow. Okay, let's have a look at some sensible comments. England Lions 81 says got 2-1 win. Mahoney to score first. What you got on that? What odds? That'd be about 28-1, I reckon. Yeah, Sparky B says the crowd look a bit stiff. Yeah, I wondered if they took them down during the break or they just left them up there the whole time. It's getting on my nerves a bit that the shine off my glasses. Sorry, you can just see just there. It's getting on my see like that, but it is what it is. 257 people are in the stream. Thank you for tuning in tonight. John Daddy Mavarson hat trick. I'll have a pint of whatever James Scott is drinking. 3-1 Millwall. Imagine it actually happened. Here we go. Another prediction. Thomas TDI. 0-0 Burnley are the Millwall of the Prem. Well, if it is 0-0, by the way, Thanks for leading me on to this point, Thomas TDI. Of course, there'll be no extra time and it will go straight to a penalty shootout to decide who plays in the fourth round again at the Den versus either Man City or Bournemouth. I think the result of that will be decided tonight then. Hang on. Dan, mate, would you rather lose tonight rather than get spanked by City? No, I don't think we'll get spanked by City. Listen, if they played their entire first team, then of course, yes, they'd spank us. But why would you not want to play them? We're not expected to win. We lose. We get spanked. It's only a no-nothing cup anyway. I'd like to see it played. Obviously, I'd like to see it played with fans there, but it isn't. And I was literally counting down the days to the first time we could go back to the Den, which would have been the 20th of October. Just looking around the ground now. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. I don't know how long it's going to go on for. Harry and Julie Bowden says, okay, Dan, thanks for your time again. Northampton Lions. I will be streaming live on Saturday again. And I have asked Josh Circa to join me on Saturday. He hasn't come back yet. But he's turned into the last two streams. So last 2 or 3 streams. He's been watching and commenting. So I just said, Josh, if you want to jump in it for Saturday, that'd be much appreciated. So who knows? Hopefully that could be happening on Saturday. Now again, I'm not slagging anyone off. He didn't start for Brighton. The reason Jason Maloney doesn't start for Brighton is because he's not good enough to play in the Premier League. He's not good enough for Brighton. So just why is everyone? He done well for us. He wasn't a world beater. People have got their hype well up here over Malumbi, honestly. You need to let it go. He doesn't start for Brighton because he isn't good enough to play in that league. That's why. The KP Meister General is going for a 2-1 Millwall win. Daniel Harris says, Dan, can you give me a job? If you don't mind doing a job for no money, mate, then I can give you a job. Yeah, not a problem. No Pope in goal, says Paul Cass. Yeah, they got that Peacock Farrell. Is he the one that was on loan at... He used to be on loan at Leeds. He's a good keeper. Harry and Julie Bowden, originally from Catford. Or Harry is. If Mitchell was fit, he's better than Malumbi. Thank you very much. Yes. Listen, this Malumbi thing is getting well out of hand. It's getting well out of hand. He was never a Millwall player. He played 20 games for us on loan. He did well. He didn't set the world alight. He doesn't play for Brighton because he isn't good enough to play for Brighton. We don't need him at our club. I don't know what... I just can't... Please come home, young lion. Bring him back. Bring him home. Millwall isn't his home. Oh. Joe Holloway says, I don't think anyone could name something Malumbi brings to the team that someone else doesn't. Mate, absolutely spot on. He breaks play up well. He puts a good tackle in. But he isn't... The stuff I'm seeing on social media is actually starting to piss me off. And it's not Malumbi's fault. But the amount of people just going banging on like he's fucking Iniesta or something. Oh, he's not in. Oh, Jason Malumbi's not in the Brighton squad. Because that's why they sent him on loan to a championship team. Because he's not good enough for the Prem. And he can't get in their squad. So there you go. They're just showing Millwall. Oh, Mason Bennett is on the subs bench, so that's my apologies for that one. Bolkowski and goal, as we know. Shane Ferguson, left back. Marlon Romeo, right back. Murray Wallace and Sean Hutchinson, the captain tonight. Centre backs. See, again, they've got it wrong. They've got Mahoney as a right midfielder. They've got Bavardson as a left midfielder. They've got Williams and Thompson. They've got Parrott and Smith up front. I promise you, it will not line up like they've shown it there. It'll be Williams and Thompson holding. It'll probably be Mahoney just in a 10, I would have thought. And then, Parrott up front with Bavardson and Smith. It's not a 4-4-2. Chris Wood on the bench there for Burnley tonight, by the way. How many of you are watching the game and watching me? That's one thing Jason does bring to the table. Grassroots TV, a serious dancer. Got some moves, the boy. Steve Morrison, Mill legend. Just come on the show, Steve. That's all I want. As a thank you. Rodriguez and Vidra up front will be a very good test for our centre-backs today. And I may or unjustly or not have been saying that, Murray Wallace isn't up to this standard at centre-back. I could be wrong, and I hope tonight he shows me that. It'll be a brilliant test for him. 300 people in the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I will commentate you through the game. I will answer questions along the way. Someone remind me about if we do score, by the way. I've got the goal gifts because I forgot again the other day. Someone had to remind me. Danny Ravel says Parrott to get 2 tonight. Dan Smith says Parrott to score in his debut. Peter Ryder says, I think Woods should be playing. Well, it's another reason that Woods isn't playing. It's a reason that Malone isn't playing. It's a reason that Jed isn't playing. The player's just bending the knee. Make of that what you will. There's a reason that they're not playing tonight. It's because he wants to rest them. Rest in his mind, his strongest 11 for the league on Saturday. That's why Thompson's playing tonight. That's why Murray Wallace is playing centre-back tonight. That's why Cooper's been rested tonight. You always play. I thought it was common knowledge. You always play your weakest team in the cup. You save your best team for the league, unless you're in a semi-final or something. But the game's kicked off. Murray Wallace ships one long. I'm just going to pull that closer. Just so keep out shot. Just keep out shot. Just there you go. We are underway. Burnley playing in claret and blue, of course. And us in our dark blue. You would have thought they would have gone there and away kit, but there you go. It is what it is. It is hammering down the rain at the Den. We're 20 seconds in. And Burnley, despite not having kick-off, I think we took kick-off, Burnley are in possession. They seem to have also lined up with a back three, very similar to how we like to play. Sorry, the Lions TV WhatsApp group's going for fun. Put that there a bit so you don't have to. So I'm not doing that. Burnley so far have had all the ball. We have got nothing. A lot of back in for Troy Parrott. Katie Carroll says, apparently we're playing 4-4-1-1. That almost becomes a 4-3-3, a 4-2. That 4-4, those 4 isn't a 4. It's a 2, and then the other 2 push forward to make the one behind a 1-3. I actually got that right, but it sounded really confusing. John Parr says, people think Parrott is the answer to all our prayers. Not sure. Lots of pressure on a 19-year-old. Is he 19 or is he 18? Whichever he is, it's the same amount of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Marlon Romeo slams the ball high and long. Ben Thompson retains it as it drops, plays it to Murray Wallace. Murray Wallace to Shane Ferguson, who feints the clip line, comes back inside to Williams. Williams back to Wallace. Ferguson. Murray Wallace now does have the ball. It must have been a premonition. Murray Wallace ships it long. Marlon Romeo on the ball, back to Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson looking bubbly, looking lively, just bouncing the ball. It's good to do that in the early stages. Murray Wallace on it now. Does a drag back. Plays it to Williams. It's good play from Millwall. Oh, that's a great ball. I think that was from Troy Parrott. Tried to knock in Marlon Romeo. Dropped deep, did Parrott. Opened up, tried to knock in Romeo with a very flat but angled pass. And the ball just runs off the pitch. And it does appear to me that Parrott has lined up in a 10. He's just showing a little bit of Gary the Gaffer. Having a chat with Adam Barrett. Have you noticed, by the way, that he seems to send Adam Barrett to do... he seems to do a lot of... doing a bit of the press lately. Maybe the Gaffer's had enough of the press. I'm not happy with his kit colours. I know you can tell who's who, but not overly impressed that they have them on their away kit, Burnley. Makes it a little bit more difficult. Clip long from Burnley. Halfway line. Header is won by Hutchinson. It drops down. Sean Williams on the ball. Gives it away. Ben Thompson works hard to try and win it back. He does win it back and it breaks to Williams, to Romeo. To Mahoney on the right wing. Plays it back to Romeo. Sold him a little bit short and as a result, we lose the ball. But Mahoney does well. He's on the ball now. He wins it back. Switches the play. To Shane Ferguson. Shane Ferguson just wants to slow down every time he gets it. And as a result, it has slowed down. Williams clips one to Parrott, who is handball. He is handball. Clips it into Parrott. Parrott clips one up. Handball by the Burnley player. Parrott's definitely playing off Matt Smith, definitely in a 10. I knew I got it right. It's a great first touch from Parrott. Or was it Mahoney? Could have been Mahoney. They're quite similar builds. But it's Ferguson. Ferguson again does well. He's waiting for Murray Wallace to overlap him, but he's not going to make it. He needs help, though. It's a great cross into the box from Ferguson. Header. Oh, header from Smith, and it's tipped wide by the goalkeeper. He looks like he could have held it, really. The keeper done better. Could have done a lot better. But it's a good cross from Ferguson. It's a good header from Smith. Yeah, keeper a little bit flat-footed. It was going wide anyway, but he palms it wide regardless. And it's 4.5 minutes on the clock. And it's a corner to Millwall. Taken by Mahoney. Whipped in. Hutchinson off the line. Oh, over the bar. Oh, fucking hell. What's happened there? Great corner from Mahoney. Whipped in. Header from Hutchinson. Cleared off the line in the first instance. And then I will have to just watch the replay to see what happened the second time. Someone else knocked it, went over the bar. Hutchinson off the line. That should have been a... Right, and he ends up hitting a Burnley player and going back over his own bar. But I believe that Sean Hutchinson has been given and penalised for a foul. Otherwise, it should have been another corner, so it must have been a foul. And as a result, Peacock Farrell will take the free kick pretty much on the line of the 6-yard box. Ships it long, headed down. And Ferguson's been caught out there. There's a chance to win it. He didn't get there, but he does very well, Shane Ferguson. Tracks back and wins the second one. Right. A couple of comments while they're just messing around with it. You're all right, Big D. I'm loving your content. I'm going for a 2-0 Millwall win. Swift to score both. There you go. Bailey McIntosh says, Dan, are we playing a strong team? You be the judge of that, Bailey, when I put the team bang there on the screen. But once again, I've left up your poxy comments, so I can't. There you go. There's the team, the starting 11, in case you hadn't yet seen it. It is Balkowski in goal, Romeo right back, Ferguson left back, Murray Wallace and Sean Hutchinson, the two centre-halves. Sean Hutchinson, skipper in the team tonight. Sean Williams and Ben Thompson, the midfield two, with Troy Parrott, John Daddy Bavarsson and Connor Mahoney in behind the big dog. Matt Smith. A little bit scrappy here, 6 minutes gone. The boys played back to Peacock Farrell in goal for Burnley. Definitely lining up in similar fashions, both teams, I would say, in my opinion. We definitely are doing that. Right, put that a little bit closer so I can see it. What channel is the game on, Lions TV? It's not on Lions TV. I think you're calling me Lions TV. It's on. I put it on our social media. If you've got social media, I retweeted the club's one. Then I put it off my own back on to Facebook. And I even put it on Instagram, even though you can't share links on Instagram. Ben Thompson does well. It's on the Carabao Cup official website. It costs a tenner. Sign up in no time at all. If you don't want to pay the tenner, then join the other 337 people currently watching, and I'll talk you through it the best I can. No, I can't show it. Again, I will just, for anyone who may ask that question, it can't happen. Especially today, by the way, after what the club come out and said, a very interesting statement from the club saying, regarding the sales of season tickets and the amount of money they're losing through this corona in ad revenue and things like that, and match tickets. And by the way, every bit of money from iFollow goes to the club directly. So if I show you the game, I'm doing the club out of money, so I wouldn't be doing that. Ben Thompson on the ball, Sean Williams. Williams outside of the foot to Sean Hutchinson. Hutchinson into Mahoney. Mahoney to Williams. Parrott's not been in the game at all yet. To be honest with you, I think I've mistaken Parrott a couple of times for Mahoney. But here is Shane Ferguson. Shane Ferguson rolls it in. Is to Parrott this time. Parrott knocks it back to Ferguson. Ferguson to Thompson. Thompson. Ferguson does well. Parrott's on the ball out wide. Plays it simple. Keeps it to Mahoney. Knocking it around nice. Thompson goes for a big switcheroonie. Great ball by Thompson. To Marlon Romeo out wide on the right. He needs support. Where's Hutch? Hutch is nowhere in sight. So Marlon goes alone. He tries to knock a ball into the channel. Inside a few defenders. It was a hard one to accomplish. And he doesn't accomplish it. And the ball is cleared by Burnley. Marlon does well, though. Comes back at him. Oh, and he wins a throw there. I didn't think it was our throw. Good pressure from Millwall. Sean Dyche is out of his technical area. He doesn't look too happy with proceedings so far. And I'll be honest, 9 minutes in, it's not been a lot in here, but we've probably been the better side. Long diag again. Marlon Romeo again does well, puts pressure, and we're pressing very high. And as a result, we've won another throw on very, very high. Millwall fan says that's lovely football. Yeah, it was nice football. There you go. You're obviously watching it, mate. We're pressing very high. very Neil Harris team-esque when we used to do that amazingly, brilliantly under Harris when we used to have Saville in the 10 and Morrison and Gregory High. We used to get so many goals from that. We used to pen teams in. Millwall in the box. Chance to shoot. Deflection. Oh. That's sort of a chance out of nowhere. And it's hit, but deflects off a defender. I think it's from Troy Parrott. Parrott holds his head like he should have done better. He couldn't really do a lot more. And here come Burnley now. Good clearance away from Hutchinson. But now Burnley retrieve the ball. Get it wide. Marlon Romeo, as we know, likes to sit off. And he's got acres to move into it if he wants it. To be fair, Mahoney does well and tracks back. But Mahoney's going to get doubled up on here just like that. And the cross is going to come in just like that. But it's blocked by Marlon Romeo. And it is a throw to Burnley. How am I watching it? I can't keep saying this. If you follow Millwall Football Club or me on any sort of social media, I'm watching it on the Carabao Cup official site. You can go on there and pay a tenner. Just Google it, Carabao Cup. And it'll be there. No, Cooper isn't injured either, by the way. He's just being rested tonight after saying 140 games straight. Free kick to Burnley. Marlon Romeo looks absolutely flabbergasted with that decision by the referee. Oh, Charlie. Gareth Gardner, hello, mate. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Right. It's a free kick to Burnley. 11 minutes on the clock. Conor Mahoney makes a one-man wall. It's literally on the touchline anyway. Almost like a corner. There's a guy running on the back stick. No one's seen him at all. He's completely unmarked. He's jumping up and down like a lunatic. He's completely unmarked. He's now come back from that original run. He's now going to make it again because still no one spotted him. Lots of argy-bargy in the middle of the pitch. And as a result, in the goal mouth, the ref has a couple of words. And now, third time lucky, they will take the free kick. Whip to the back post, headed over the bar. Good pressure from Sean Williams, I think that was. It could have been Murray Wallace. Rodriguez has been injured in the process. He don't look happy. Someone's trodden his little toe. My score prediction for this game, Chancellor Wright, Chancellor of the Exchequer. My prediction, it was Sean Williams that put him under pressure. Well done, Sean. My prediction for this game was 2-1 Millwall. Going for a 2-1 Millwall win. Archie C, yes, it's still 0-0. If there is any change in that, I will let people know. I'll put the banner at the bottom of the page for our social media pages. If you want to watch the game, you haven't watched the game, go to Facebook or to Twitter or even to Instagram because I put all three links, well, the only link on all three of those social media outlets tonight. Steve Lee's correctly says, what is this? Cooper's been arrested. Conor Ludlaw. No. Steve Lee's will come in. Cooper's been arrested. Oh, Steve, who are we going for tonight with your facial furniture? Is that Hannibal? I can't really see it properly. A little break in play due to James. Is it James Rodriguez? I think it is. Rodriguez's injury, yeah. I don't think it's a serious one. Don't really care either, to be honest with you. And that is why there is a current little break in play. 13 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. Morton G says, is that Morton G? Morton Gantz Pedersen. Remember that? What a player he was. Too bad the stream is only available in the UK. It might not be, mate. Have a look. It might not be. The Joys of America says, I've got to say thanks again for the Casey Keller interview. It was absolutely quality. Thank you very much for your comments. I think it was just the America before that, and I think you've changed your name to the Joy of. Archie Baker says, do I think Parrott will play against Brentford? I think it will hinge a lot on how he gets on tonight. I don't think, well, he might start. Let's have a look tonight, and I'll let you know after the game. But at the minute, he's not really been in it. But it's early days, 13 minutes gone, 14 minutes gone now. There was a break in play for around 2 to 3 minutes due to Rodriguez for Burnley's injury. Went up for a corner, headed it goalwards. Williams does enough, jumps with him, comes down, lands on his foot. And he is back in play. Liam Buxton says, it looks like a good... hang on. Do I think we'll win tonight? Yes, I just did that. Hang on. I was looking for the other one. Sorry, they go quick. Gary Turrell. Bang, there it is. Looks a good squad tonight. Listen, we have got a good squad. I'm very much pleased with our squad this year. I think this is the strongest squad we've had in a while, if I'm honest. So we've got a good squad, good strong squad. Lots of players, lots of good players that can't get in all the time. If you look at tonight for the team that started Saturday, who have you got in it that didn't start? Ferguson, okay, can deal with him. Murray Wallace, did he start Saturday? No, Pearce did. Murray Wallace in the team. Mahoney, brilliant player in my opinion. Ben Thompson, Sean Williams, both Millwall stalwarts. Bavardson and Parrott. So there's a lot of players here. Oh, hang on. And Matt Smith. Matt Smith didn't start. So there's lots of changes by Rowett tonight, but you still look at that team there and say that's a strong side for a Carabao Cup match, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm having Burnley tonight. I don't know if they look like they really fancy it. They're going to make an early change. And Chris Wood has just come on. I think Rodriguez must have gone off. So, yeah, Chris Wood, former Millwall loanee, has now come on. Back to the den, his return. I think he only played 19 games for us. I know he scored 11 goals, but he was a whirlwind of a player for us. I remember I went to Brighton away one night and he scored two absolute bangers. Look at this. I was so excited to read this out, and then I saw the last sentence. Watching from Indiana University in the USA, go Burnley. Wow. How do you... I think for the person that's just sent me that's obviously watching the stream, they don't think he's been arrested. He is being arrested. I think my accent, me talking too fast, could have said that. I'm sure it's a wind up. So just to reiterate, Jake Cooper is sitting in the stadium watching the game. He hasn't been arrested. He has been arrested. He's been given arrest by he's been given arrest by the club, and rightly fucking so. But Sparky comes in and just ruins everything I've said with 3D Jake Cooper 1. I'm sure it's banter for the person that's just messaged me that. Long ball up to Smith. It didn't come off. Burnley have a throw deep in their half, in line with the penalty area for their left back on the left-hand side. Oh, how we doing? Says Freddie Pulling. Right, it's not really. Game's not really settled yet. Keep finding this a lot lately. Like, slow starting games. Not anything to get too excited about. When people go, it's only 17 minutes gone. It's nearly a quarter of the game. Obviously, it will have to be decided tonight, by the way. There is no replays, and it will go, if finishing all square after 90 minutes, directly to a penalty shootout. So I know you can see the game in my glasses. It's really pissing me off. If I take my glasses off, though, you won't be able to... I won't be able to read any comments. What's Charlie said now? I just see Steve enjoying it. I don't actually know what Charlie said. Oh, dear. Something weird always happens on this stream. So I'm on a weird topic every time. I suppose that's why we like them. Free kick to Millwall. I tell you who has started brightly for us, and he just won a good free kick there, in my opinion. Ben Thompson, nearly 400 people watching as well now, by the way. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Ben Thompson started well for me. Ben Thompson has started well. I'm getting hungry again. I'm going to have to get some more Jaffa cakes in a minute. It's going to be a free kick to Millwall just inside our half. It's going to be shipped long by Sean Hutchinson, who is skipper tonight. We'll be looking for the long diagonal and the big head of Matt Smith. That's exactly where it lands. Flicked on. Chance to shoot from Bavardson. Ooh, John Dadsville. You could tell by my little woo that wasn't bad. Done well. Got in behind Matt Smith. Fed off the knockdown. Brought it down his chest. Didn't mess around first time. One touch out his feet and a great strike with 3 defenders around him. I should get a brand deal, really, shouldn't I? Good from Bavardson, that. The thing is, Bavardson, the one thing he will do is score goals. I know that may seem, me eating them whole may seem disgusting, but I just don't want to drag it out. I was trying to get over it. Lions TV, sponsored by Jaffa Cakes. I'll take it, mate. Gary Turrell says, good to see 3 up front. You know, it is a 3 up front, but we sort of play that most games, don't we? We sometimes go into like a 5-man midfield if we're defending, but we predominantly play 3 up front. Yeah, it's not a good idea, is it? Eating a fat geezer eating on camera is never a good thing, but you've got to do what you've got to do. These streams going for about 2.5 hours. The game started at 7. That means I might not be eating my dinner till 9:30, which is a bit late, actually. Here we go. Jules Waterworth says, watching from Vancouver, Burnley fan, but appreciate your live commentary. Envy Jaffa Cakes. Picking up a couple of Burnley fans here on the stream, which is fine. KP says, Bavardson, mate, he's got no power in those shots. Oh, dear. I'm talking to you lot. I forgot to watch the game. And as I've looked back, well, two happened in a minute because Murray wanted to just shit one on. Heads it down. Bavarson's there again. Appeals for something. And the ref says, no, it's a free kick to Burnley. Yeah, Sean Williams just went up for a header, won it, flicked it on, and just got absolutely Clattenburged in the back of the bonce by the Burnley defender. But he's all right and he's carried on. And we're 21 minutes into the game and not a lot. Oh, what's Bart done here? Bart Balkowski, I love him. A brilliant shot stopper, and I love that. He can't use his feet, and that doesn't bother me. You know, if the ball comes back to him and he knows he can't use his feet, so he'll just go, fuck off, and launch one. My mate is fuming every time he does that, but I don't care because he's a good goalkeeper that saves the ball. I don't care if he can't play with his feet. But he's just gone on the ball come over the top. I think he thought it was coming into the box. Hutchinson shielded it, and it didn't go in the box, so Balkowski had to use his feet, and that's why I went, oh, God, where's Bart going here? But true to form, he just lumps it, and it goes to a throw on. There's a starting 11 at the bottom of the screen in case you hadn't seen it. Here come Millwall on the attack with Mahoney, but he just doesn't have a lot of support and he just runs into a brick wall of Burnley defenders. Hutchinson does well to Williams. Williams switches it to Shane Ferguson, who's got a lot of space to travel into. And he's advanced into the box. Fuck off, Fergie. But he advances into the box. When he has too much time to think about Fergie, he's got no confidence, so he don't know what to do. And what he, in effect, does, knocks it too far. The Burnley defender cuts across him. Ferguson brings him down. So we've gone from running at a fullback with a chance to get a crossing and a shot to overrunning the ball and conceding a free kick. You can't really... I used to be able to knock Shane Ferguson's endeavour and his effort. You can't knock his endeavour and his effort anymore. He does put it in now. But it's just not good enough, unfortunately, sometimes, in my opinion. But there you go. Listen, he's probably third choice left back and he's playing tonight. So there you go. The possession stats are up. Millwall, 48% possession. Burnley, 52. There is... Oh, what a ball from Williams. The boys on the fucking WhatsApp text, and now I can't see. Williams to Romeo. Romeo to Mahoney. Mahoney. Poor cross from Mahoney. It's the first man. But a brilliant ball from Sean Williams. And Ben Thompson does brilliant again to win it back. And wins it, gives it back to Romeo. Romeo inside to Bavardson. He's got no help. He does all right, Bavardson. That's unlucky. He made a good run, got the ball. But again, not really a lot of help around him. He plays it off the Burnley defender. He wins a throw. And he shows quickly again, Bavardson. There you go for the throw on, which he collects and then gives the ball away. Ben Thompson, again, that's a foul, ref. And it's given. Ben Thompson's been brilliant so far. I will give that as a positive. And there's a negative. John Davis, Ferguson couldn't beat an egg. You can beat a drum. Oh, Sanchi Karifa's coming with a little bit of a naughty one, but it's YouTube, so we can say what the fuck we like. Millwall back in possession. Sean Williams, crossfield, ball. That's going to be a foul, is it? No, it's not. Williams whips one into the box, but Bardson gets a bit aggressive, Yeah, they're going mad, the Burnley players, and rightly so, because Bavarsson gets on his shoulders, tries to win it. The Burnley player wins it and flicks off for a corner. I thought it was going to be a foul to Burnley, and they protest with the referee, but the ref's having none of it, and it is a corner to Millwall on the side of the Barry Kitchener stand, shooting towards the away end, the north stand, call it what you like. It's going to be hung up by Sean Williams. 2 hands go up, back post for Williams, header by... Oh, it's it. Oh, it's not in. I thought it was in. It's come back out to Williams. Williams stands one up. Header from up. Oh, my God. Matt Smith's got to score that. It's a great ball in the second time from Williams. Matt Smith rises high. I won't say unchallenged. But, yeah, here comes in the second one. So they're just showing a couple of replays. Peacock Farrell does well, to be fair, in the first instance, and then it comes back in again. Second time, Williams stands up again. Smith wins it again. It goes just wide. It's a good header. It's a header I've seen Matt Smith score before. Let's put it that way. There you go. And it's a goal kick to Burnley. Spanked long by Peacock Farrell. They win the header in the first instance. Hutchinson wins the second one, but it drops to a Burnley player, edge of the box. And Ben Thompson again does well. Comes back, breaks the play up. Not pretty, but he gets a tackle in. The ball breaks free and still in the possession of Burnley. Oh, it's a good chance to get one in the box for Burnley. Stands the cross up and... Who is that? He's bending down. I can't see. Oh, it's Mahoney. Well done. Conor Mahoney tracks back. So I was doing that because I couldn't really see where he was. Mahoney tracks back, stops the cross coming in, but it's a corner to Burnley. 25 minutes gone. 0-0 so far. Starting 11's there on the thing. I'm going to switch it again, by the way. 25 minutes on. I'm going to put up the other bits. If you want to donate to the channel, super chats are open. Cross into the box, cleared away by Matt Smith doing defensive duties this time. But Burnley still have it. You can become a patron as well if you want. Don't be shy. Good chance for Burnley again here. Playing nice football now. You've got the ball in the box. Chance to shoot, block. Lots of Millwall bodies behind the ball. Shoots again. Cleared again. And they're trying to impose themselves here. They're trying to keep the pressure on, but good defending from Millwall. Crossed in. Brilliant header away from Hutchinson. Parrott does well. Knocks it back to Thompson. Thompson finds Mahoney. Mahoney to Romeo. Back into Thompson. Back into Parrott. Parrott gives it away. By the way, the hype around Parrott is great. I love it. He's done absolutely not one thing so far. So let's not try and rely on him too much is what I'm saying and putting on too much pressure. I know it's his first game back. He most definitely will improve, but I don't think he's the out-and-out goal scorer that people think he is. I think he likes to play a little bit deeper than that. Oh, God, there's a West Ham fan in the stream. Millwall fan says, beautiful defending. It was more bodies on the line, all in, just throwing... soldiers just throwing themselves in front of the camera, in front of the ball. Fucking camera. Mahoney does well. Williams wide to Romeo. Romeo will advance into the opposition half. Slots one down the line. Romeo, that's fucking awful, mate. Come on. For Parrott to chase, but he doesn't. Parrott closing down though, and the ball's broken to Millwall with Mahoney. Mahoney gives it away. And Burnley just get the feeling the Burnley players, they just don't know they really want to be here. They don't really fancy it at all. Kick the West Ham fan. Moyes has a disease. Bradley Paraffin, or is it Paraffin? Let's put you in time out for 5, Brad. If you can bother to come back, then more for you. Throw on to Millwall. 28 minutes gone. Ball forward. Drops to Bavarsson. Bavarsson does well. He's done all right, Bavarsson. I can't knock him. Bavarsson back to Fergie. And then we just end up all the way back in, back to square one when we was very well advanced. Moyes has Alzheimer's. Oh, okay. Come on. What has Moyes got? Let's go with what Moyes has got. I thought it was Corona, but if you think it's something else, don't be shy to tell me in the comments. Ball for Bavarsson to chase, and he's caught it. He's right in the corner, but he's worked very hard to catch that. So do yourself a favour and do something with it now. Back to Ferguson. Oh, Fergie, why the fuck didn't you put that in? You absolute clown. And now they've given it away. But Varson, to be fair to him, runs his bollocks off, chases an absolute nothing ball into the corner flag. He gets there, turns, holds the ball up, 2 defenders around him. He waits for Shane Ferguson to finally arrive. Shane Ferguson knocks it back to him. Sorry, he knocks it back to Shane Ferguson, and then Shane Ferguson has one touch, has all the time in the world to whip a crossing, and decides to try and go back down the line and loses it. I'll be fuming if I was with Varson. Bradley Lowbridge says, Liverpool fan here, who is looking the better so far, mate? Neither team, probably, really, Brad, to be honest with you. Yeah, and Kenny Draper. Ken, if you're watching this, you might not be. But he just said, why did Ferguson feel like he had to take the man on there? He took the one touch to settle himself. He still had acres to put across him and not undo all of Varson's hard fucking work. But he didn't do it. I'm getting the arm, you can tell. I've livened up a bit. 440 people watching in the stream. These are definitely a winners, these streams. I will be doing one on Saturday, as I said, for the league game against Brentford at home at the Den. But here come Burnley right now in this Carabao Cup 4th round tie. But Varson tracking back, does well, wins the ball back defensively. He's actually played well, Varson. But again, do I think he'll score 20 goals this season? No. Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments. That was all. But Varson again on the ball. Does well again to Fergie. Fergie plays it 2 yards to Williams. Williams knocks it back to Murray Wallace. And we're very much back in our own defensive half. Williams and Wallace just exchanging a few passes to try and open up a little bit of area for someone to travel into. Here's Marlon Romeo now on the opposite side of the pitch. Good ball. Finds Ben Thompson in space. He could get that back to Romeo. He does give it back to Romeo. And then we've got to come on. Advance car. Marlon, fucking hell, man. You couldn't pass the soul, bruv. Marlon's passing so bad. I want him to do so well. And he's so quick. And he's so exciting going forward. And he's really improved his defending. And he's been at the club for years. He cannot fucking pass from A to B. His distribution is horrendous. I'm sorry, but it is. He does all the hard work. He just needs to practice his passing. And now we're under the cosh. Someone gets in behind Marlon. It's put into the box. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Number 3, I believe to be Murray Wallace. Had all the time in the world. But just swings a right boot at it and sticks it behind the cold blow lane. I think it hit the upper and it slowly trickled down into the lower. And it will be a corner to Burnley. 32 minutes gone in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. From the Den via my front room. It's Millwall 0, Burnley 0 so far. I was just laughing at someone just put that. Salt shaker, Romeo. Well, it can't be passed the other way around, that's for sure. So maybe, yeah. But during that pattern of play, it was a corner into the box. He's been given a free kick to us. I'm not really sure why, but we will take it. Charlie Elwood says 4, 2, 3, 1. Do you agree, Dan? I do agree, Char. And I'm going to... There's my old mate. Where is he? Yeah, old mate there, Ryan Double, says penalties all day long. Right, you see a few big performances from me, by the way, back in the day. A few big performances. How many penalties will I be saving there at them 5? Yeah, I would agree it is... this. That's what it is. Make no mistake. That's how we're lining up. Don't care what iFollow says. I don't care what people think. I'm telling you for a fact that's how we're playing the game there. And is it working? Not really. Do we look under any more danger defensively? Not really. Chance for Burnley. Fucking hell, what was that? But yeah. There we go. So far, 416 people now streaming with us. Chance for Burnley. Ball comes into the box, drops to Lowton on the edge of the box, and he swipes across it, right-footed. Lovely strike, but it just wasn't aiming at the goal. He was aiming at the corner flag, so that's where it went. I don't understand when people do that sometimes. Possibly just a rush of blood. Maybe I expect too much from these pros sometimes. As a result, it's going to be a Bartosz Bolkowski goal kick. Oh, by the way, John Walk... and Steve Morrison on the comments. You boys are always commenting on mine. Funny, I tuned into Benjamin Bloom's the other night. Benjamin Bloom live stream. So you two were bang involved in that as well. I think you just surfed the World Wide Web looking for chat rooms to join in, didn't you? And dish out some stick. Thompson on the ball. keeps it, does well. Gives it to Mahoney. Mahoney keeps changing direction, but I like that from him. He plays it back eventually to Hutchinson. Here he is again on the ball, Mahoney. Oh, dear, Connor. That was not good. He tries to let it run through his legs and then do like a back heel, and he's giving it away. And as a result, Burnley get on the attack. Shot from the number 11 straight at Bulkowski. And they were showing the number 11, so I don't know what's happened after that, but it's cut away and it's a throw into Millwall. Mahoney's tried a little bit of a worldy flick there on the edge of right on the halfway line. The 11 advanced well, left-footed strike, straight at Bart. Should have done better, really, but after travelling all that distance with the actual shot, but he didn't. He was straight at Bart. And here comes Marlon Romeo now, travelling towards the penalty area. Does well, Marlon Romeo. Gets false wide, hits the touchline, tries to cross one in, and it's deflected and put behind for a corner to Millwall. 35 minutes gone, still 0-0 at the Den. Nothing too inspiring to talk about yet. No real saves to make from either goalkeeper. Matt Smith went close with a header just wide. And other than that, shot straight at Bulkowski just a minute ago. But right now it's a corner for Millwall, whipped in by Conor Mahoney to the back post. Header straight at the goalkeeper from Matt Smith. Under pressure from defenders. It almost just hit Smith on the top of the head, really, and goes straight into Peacock Farrell's grasp. Someone just keeps putting read my name. It says Millwall better than Charlton. It's like, read my name. Okay, brilliant. Here come Burnley on the attack. Inside the box, clear it. Millwall get bodies. Millwall, similar defending to how it was Saturday. It wasn't always pretty, but just getting lots of bodies on the line, lots of bodies in behind the ball. I like that kind of defending. And at the minute, not a lot's happening, if I'll be honest. Burnley will advance into our half just now. Not short, then not wide. I don't really feel they don't. I just got the sense they're not that fucking keen on it, on being here. Burnley, let's be honest, there's probably a lot of players that wouldn't get in their team are playing tonight. Maybe, I don't know, but they don't look like first teamers. They don't look that interested. They're just keeping, but just happy, very happy to keep the ball at the minute and just pass it around in the central area. And here comes a longer pass, long diagonal towards Marlon Romeo's side. It's a great touch, first time on the chest, hooked back in. So it's hooked back in. It's hooked well over in the penalty area, and it goes for a throw on to Millwall. 37 minutes gone. I paid a tenner to watch this game. I won't even make that tenner back in ad revenue. I won't even make fucking £10 back in ad revenue on this. Sparky's raised 41p for the Jake Cooper Bow Fund. Burnley playing half the youth squad, says Declan Clayton. Yeah, they don't look too interested, to be fair. We just need to up our game a little bit. The annoying thing is we've gone forward at the back and we've gone with that extra player in behind the striker, and it doesn't really look like there's much difference at the minute, if I'm honest. We still look very slow going forward, still very devoid of ideas going forward. Yeah, a lot of Burnley fans saying there's a lot of academy players playing for them tonight. You know, I know Vidra doesn't always get in their side because obviously there was talk of Vidra coming to Millwall at one point. Bulkowski sends one long. It's not one of his greatest ones, and it breaks free to Burnley, who have the ball in the centre of midfield, switch to their left winger, who will attack the touchline, chased by Conor Mahoney. It's a good cross into the box, and it's a great header away by Murray Wallace. The ball breaks free. Ben Thompson will win that. He goes down, Thompson. I'm not sure it really was a free kick, but that's better with the lighting when I did that. But the ref gives it, and it is a free kick to Millwall. 38 minutes gone. Still 0-0. This is like watching paint dry, says Barry. Where's it gone? Oh, Barry McKenna. Barry Mac. I'm trying to work that out. I'm sitting here trying to work that out. And I nearly said it, but I just didn't say it. So if you can work out what this guy's trying to get at here on the screen with his name, Barry McCockett. Oh, fucking brilliant. Oh, dear. Got to get off the screen, Bell. Sorry. John Walk's giving me shit. Where's John? Hang on. Where is it, John? Here he is. Who deserves to be in the league? Biggie D. No one really, mate. No one's really shown me any indication that they deserve to be leading this match or they really want to win it. But here comes John Daly Bavardson. Does well. Gets to just outside the box on the left and just kicks it left-footed against their defender after doing the hard work. We've got no final product. We've got no composure in the final third. It's a big thing we suffer from. No quality or composure in the final third, especially after they do the hard. What makes it even harder for me to watch and frustrates me even more is when a player like Bavardson, rarely, a player like Romeo, even Thompson, do so well to get in really good positions and then fuck the final ball up. You might as well not bother doing all the good work in the first place. And that's what I find really fucking difficult and a difficult pill to swallow. Yeah, DJ is enjoying that. Burnley fan. Welcome to Lions TV, mate. This can happen, stuff like this. Chance for Burnley. Shot from distance. Pulled wide of Bulkowski's post. And it will be a goal kick to the big Polish Panther. 41 minutes on the clock. Very good old Barry. Yeah. Oh, Geordie Jules. I'm being careful before I read any further names out. Geordie Jules says, any thoughts on Parrott? Yeah, he's someone just put your mum, but I don't know what's going on. So we're arguing about something, but that's not for me to worry about. My job is to commentate on this thrilling, enthralling 0-0, currently 0-0 draw. Sean Williams. Well, fucking hell, King Prawn, what you done there, bruv? He's absolutely ballooned one wide. Miles over Marlon's head, and as a result, it will be a throw on to Burnley. Deep inside Millwall territory with only 3 minutes to go until the half-time interval. And Millwall allowed him there to take the ball. Who is that? He doesn't like his if that's Parrott, what number's Parrott? Is he 25? Doesn't look like he's travelling too comfortably there. I don't want to tempt fate or risk anything. It doesn't look like he's travelling at all well, Parrott. Looks like he's half limping. Well, that's not good. He looks like quite stocky, Parrott. I met him the other day. We didn't seem that stocky then, but he looks like quite lumpy. I suppose you're standing next to me. Of course, he's going to look skinny, but yeah. Here come Burnley now. Advancing to the Millwall penalty. That's a good ball inside. It's going to be a chance to cross one in, pulled back and cleared by Sean Williams. Does well. Only as far as the number 8, Brownhill, I believe that is, for Burnley, who takes it on his chest and strikes first time. If it had gone in, it would have been the goal of the season, but it doesn't. Lucky for us, I think it's cleared the kitchen stand and it's halfway down Ilderton Road. I don't know what's going on. Joe Holloway, Shane Ferguson starting a game for Millwall in 2020 announced the end of the world. Well, listen, he's third choice, Joe. I do, you know, if we get to any cup finals or any playoff finals, I don't expect or hope Ferguson to start. But I know where you're coming from, mate. Bulkowski now will send one long. We're moving to the last 2 minutes of the first half of his fourth round of the FA Carabao Cup. Fourth round fixture. Neither team really seem that enthusiastic or intent on progressing into the next round against Man City tonight. If you have tuned in late or you didn't hear me say this at any point so far, because I've said it about 3 times, there will be no extra time tonight and it will go straight to a penalty shootout. So it will be decided tonight. Penalties could be an interesting one. Partly because I don't really care if we go out or not. So it sort of takes the pressure off a little bit. Ball up towards Parrott. It was a difficult one for him to deal with and he doesn't get there. And Burnley are back in possession. Down the line, that's a good ball inside Ferguson. for the Burnley player. Ferguson does well, recovers and concedes a corner. It was a great ball, to be fair, from the right back over Ferguson's head. Got caught out a little bit, although it was just a very good ball. But Ferguson does well. Gets the winger was on the wrong side of him. Ferguson recovers, gets back on the right side of his player, and blocks the potential cross. But it will be a corner to Burnley. We are in the last minute of the half. It's Burnley's second corner. We have had 3. So the screen graphic on the official game is telling me. It's going to be taken left-footed at the end of the Coldblow Lane stand. Hung over left-footed, straight into Bolkowski. It was a difficult one for him to deal with, and he punches. But he's still in the box. Out wide, the opposite side now. And Burnley still have the chance. Although they've been very well pressed by 2 Millwall players. One of them was Ben Thompson, and Ben Thompson wins it. He's lost out again, though. Burnley now get it out, get it central. And he could hit one from about 30 yards here. He has hit one. Oh, my God. What a goal. Jesus Christ. 1-0 Burnley. Josh Brownhill has just scored one of the best goals I've ever seen at the Den. Corner comes in, gets cleared out wide to the right. Ben Thompson did win the ball back. He was in a little bit of a scrum almost with a couple of players. Yeah, the boys are saying wow on a string. And it gets worked out to the left back, gets put back central to Brownhill. He did have loads of time. Look at the replay. You can't look at the replay. He's got the ball in. He's got to be at least 30 yards out there. And it hits the absolute top corner in off the underside of the bar. Playboy stanchion. He was still gathering pace as it went in. Unbelievable goal. To be fair, I know it's not what we wanted to hear, but it is 1-0 to Burnley. Right on the stroke at half time. There's 2 added minutes. One of them's already gone due to them trying to find the ball that Brownhill was stuck in the top bin. Wow, what a goal. Might have to have Jaffa cake after that, calm my nerves. You can't really argue with that. You could argue we gave him too much space and time on the ball, but you didn't expect him to do what he did there, and it went in like a fucking rocket for 1-0 to Burnley. There's a lot of Burnley fans on the stream. There's nothing I can do about that. And I can't throw them out unless they abuse me. There's no point. But there you go. 1-0 to Burnley. Pretty much going to be the last action of the half. Sponsored by Volvic. What's a strike from Josh Brownhill? I've got to say it. Signed him from Bristol City, didn't he? He was Bristol City's captain. Good player. Shane Ferguson has the ball. And that is the half-time whistle. Millwall 0, Burnley 1 in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Third round of the Carabao Cup, sorry. Not a lot to talk about at all until pretty much the last strike of the half. Josh Brownhill scores one of the best goals we've ever seen at the Den with a 30-yard minimum strike in off the underside of the bar and the top corner at the same time. Bolkowski had absolutely zero chance. You could have had a couple others in there with him. No one was getting near that. Let's go to the comments. What is that? Batty fish. I will do that, Chris, for you. Chris, there you go. Shout out to your boy Bobby Childs, who loves Lions TV. Thank you, Bob, for watching. Parrot out for another few weeks, looks like. We finished the half, but he didn't really have a lot to do. Here we go. He's one of my sponsors, Kevin Thrussell, and his daughter Rainbow. Thanks for tuning in, Kev. I need to speak to you, actually, Kev, about some changes to the website. So I'll be in touch. It's been very, very busy. But thanks for tuning in. And hopefully we'll turn things around in the second half. Oh, dear. What's all these Burnley song thieves? Burnley song thieves. What is this? Someone explain. Millwall lick. Millwall CK. That goal was outrageous. I did say Burnley will be too strong. Well, they haven't been. But what they produce there is a moment of absolute quality. I was about to say I've got to stop eating them Jaffa cakes. There's actually only 2 left. They stole our song, did they? There you go. George says, we should be beating a second team. I'm disappointed. I can understand it, but, you know, they've got some good players out there. Brownhill, if you've just seen what he can do. Vidjar, Rodriguez, the goalkeeper, Peacock Farrell. That's a new one. Peacock Farrell. But, yeah, it's... they're still good players, aren't they? You know, Burnley should have better players than us, but their second string players are still going to be, as I just named them, Vidra, Brownhill. They're going to be as good as, if not better than, our first team players. So Matthew Fuller said, it ain't a second team. Well, Matthew's got a Millwall badge, so I'm only going to mate off what some of the Burnley fans are saying. Kick the Bradley kick before I smash his face off. You'd have trouble, mate, doing it over the internet. You have to go and find him. Oliver Bullen says, love the content. Keep it up. Good question from... Yeah, I'll throw him out, mate. Well, I can't block him, really. Oh, hang on, lost it. DJ saying it is a second team and he's a Burnley fan, so who knows? All I know is doesn't matter where it's first team or a second team, we need to try and win this game. Henry Rowley just says, I love you. I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else, but at least there's some love on the comments. Don't see a lot of hate on the comments. Not for me, just for each other. Bradley Parafit. Is this kid who's being a clown? Right, not a problem. I just block him. Could have just blocked the wrong geezer, but he's gone now. There you go. Lewis Parafit is saying kick Bradley Parafit, who I've just kicked. Oh, fuck. Someone just put Ronnie Pickering. Sharon Campbell says, how is Parrot... Oh, no, for God's sake, he's moving too quick. Listen, can all the 15-year-olds on the stream stop thinking they're hard and giving it to each other over the internet? Probably a good 250 miles away from each other. And if it did put you both in a room, you'd all probably shit yourselves. So just stop it. Someone's saying throw the Burnley fans out. So they're not really doing a lot wrong, from what I can see. Yes, this is... I forgot Parrott was even in the starting lineup tonight. He hasn't been over-inspiring, but he's going to take time to settle back in and get fit. Of course he is. And it's the best opportunity to do that is tonight. So... Someone just said Thompson's been terrible. There's a lot of comments going very quick, and I'm trying to keep up with them all, but I can't see them all. Ryan Double says they're back to school in the morning, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. Daniel Ormerod says it's a mixture between their first and second team, but mainly second. But still some good players on show for Burnley. Hang on. I didn't say that. How can you say Bart's been pony? He couldn't say that. I didn't say he had been pony. Didn't say anything of the sort. Steve Lee says Thompson is playing well and Wallace doing well at centre-back. Yeah, Thompson was doing well, but that goal, he just had a little... He done well to scrap the ball back and win it. There was sort of two Millwall players, two Burnley players, if you haven't seen it, out on the touchline. And there was all sort of... But you know when someone kicks the ball in the corner at the end of a game and you're all sort of in there trying to win it back? Thompson does well to sort of scrap and win it back, but then almost as quick as he won it back, they took it back off him. And then it is squared to Brian Hill, who just does the rest. I don't know what you're saying, KP, but I didn't say that. But it was terrible. There was no goalkeeper in the world that was saving that. There couldn't have been 2 goalkeepers in the world saving that. Charlie Elwood says, who would I bring on? I don't know, mate. It's a difficult one, if I'm honest. I mean, we need an injection, a pace. Fucking any chance I can say this? We need an injection of pace because Mahoney isn't very quick, but I want him on the pitch. But Bavardson isn't very quick. Parrott doesn't seem very pacey, although of course he is probably way off full fitness. Well, he can't be if he started the game. So you'd have to maybe point towards Jed. Is he even on the bench, Jed? I'm not sure. In fact, I can check that. Oh, no, I can't check it because I didn't do. But anyway, I would say, if things aren't working out after sort of 70 minutes, we'll have to go for Jed. Of course, MFC 85 correctly points out, if it all starts going so quick, get Bennett on. Right. Steve Lees has spoken. When Steve Lee speaks, I listen. I will kick him off, mate, if I can find him. They go very quick. Right. There's someone else being a donut here. And I thought I just blocked one. Right. He's gone. Bosh. There's one gone. But there's a lot of comments going. Phil. There's another name for you. Phil. I don't mind saying that one. Phil McCrack says that Wallace will work his magic here. No worse time to concede a goal, Harry and Julie Bowden, than just before half-time. It can change the manager's complete team talk and his outlook and his perspective for the second half. There's no good time to concede a goal. Full stop. Charles Stowworthy. Can't understand no Bradshaw in the squad, but he's not even in the squad. I don't know. Listen, he had a very hard game Saturday, didn't he? I thought he worked tirelessly Saturday, Bradshaw. I thought he worked very, very hard. Sims Q says Bennett will replace Parrott at half-time. He didn't look fit to me, Parrott. Yeah. Well, look. See, this is the problem. Everyone needs to just chill out about Parrott. He needs to come back at his own pace and in his own time. There's way too much expectancy on his shoulders. Way too much. People really, really like thinking he's going to set the world alight. He's going to score hat-tricks today. To be fair, I said 2 goals from Parrott before the game, but I could tell you after 10 minutes that weren't going to happen. He looks way off his sharpest. Well, what I imagine to be his sharpest. At half-time, the little stats are up and it says that Burnley have won 67% of their tackles. We've only won 50%. But we've won 57% of our aerial duels compared to their 43. So there could be an answer for us. Get balls into the box of Matt Smith. We have done that, and he has got his head on things, but so far none on target, unfortunately. I still can't see this account. People are saying kick out. I still can't see the comments. So unless I see it, I can't throw the geezer out. Hugh Grecian. I thought, sorry, Hugh, I'm not laughing at you if that is your name. I'm just being careful now after a couple of names I nearly read out earlier. Think any of the youngsters will make an appearance off the bench? No, not all the time. We're losing by 1-0. I can't see that, if I'm honest. If you are just joining the stream, someone else just asked who scored. It is 1-0 to Burnley. They scored bang on the strike of half-time with a wonder strike in off the underside of the bar from 30 yards, right in the top corner from Josh Brownhill. And they do lead the game by 1-0. Previous to that, there'd not been a lot in it. There'd been few chances, were few and far between. Yeah. Oh, dear. My God. Yeah, where's that one? Let's have a look. Sorry, I was looking for that one comment. There you go. That's the one I was looking for. Andrew Loomis says that John Daddy has surprised me tonight. Best player on the pitch. I think he's done all right, to be fair. I will agree that he's worked very hard. He seems to have a little bit of a bit between his teeth. He has got into good areas, but again, his final ball's not been fantastic. I think he had probably the only shot on target of note from us, where after a long diagonal free kick from Hutchinson, Matt Smith wins the flick on, but Varson gets in behind Smith, brings it down on his chest, one touch at his feet, and shoots from distance. Surrounded by 3 or 4 Burnley players. Good save from the keeper. But there you go. Daniel Woods. Why isn't Cooper playing? So I would say, and I thought this was common knowledge, you know, you're going to play your best team in the league. Of course you are. You're going to play your fringe players in the cup. So tonight you got no Scott Malone, no Jake Cooper, no Jed Wallace. Who else? No Ryan Woods, because they're being rested, because we need them at their best for Saturday. We've got a very big game in the league against Brentford. You know, if we go out tonight, listen, it isn't the end of the world. Okay, we'd like to play Man City, but when Man City do come down, if we do get through, what's it going to be? Is it going to be a Millwall side? It's not going to be a full-blown Man City side, is it? It's going to be an understrength side in an empty stadium. So if we go out, it's not the end of the world, in my opinion. Wallace on for Fergie. Well, Murray Wallace is already on. And if you want Wallace on for Fergie, you're saying you want Jeb Wallace to play at left back. We can't work that one out. Oh, look at this. Love your content, Dan. Thank you very much. You love it so much, you've named yourself after my channel, Lions TV fan. Oh, there's a West Ham fan now. Millwall fan says, I want a Jaffa cake. Impossible. They're gone. Sorry. That would have to count as my dinner now, though. Because by the time this finishes, it's going to be about 9:30, isn't it? That's if we don't go to penalties. The players are back out. That was a quick 15 minutes. Ferguson has been terrible tonight. Hard worker, but that's all he's got. I think it's harsh to say he's been terrible. I just know what I'm going to get with Ferguson now, so I don't get my expectations and hopes up. But Dave Fingway Shaw's giving it. Big bottle of water in it. Yeah, brother, it is, isn't it? That's what I do. Drink a few of them a week. Oh, Mason Bennett is on for Troy Parrott. Yes, so whoever called that in the comments, well done. Parrott goes off. He didn't. I said, I don't want to start rumours, because rumours are vicious things, as I found out. But, yeah, he didn't look like he was travelling too well to me, Parrott. I don't know if they tried to rush him back or what, but he's probably fine. What's going on here? Lions TV fan number 2. Love your content. Jesus Christ. Come on, you Lions, says Charlie Elwood. Yes, Dan, I love you. Yes, Danny, what's going on here? I think people are just changing their names for fun here, aren't they? Parrott was disappointed. Must be disappointed. I don't think he looked fit. I honestly don't think Parrott looked fit. But regardless, he's gone off. Mason Bennett's come on. And the second half is underway. Marlon Romeo clips one down the line. And Conor Mahoney is adjudged to be offside. And it's going to be a free kick, which Peacock Farrell takes very quickly. Ships one long. It goes all the way through to Balkowski at the other end of the pitch. The big dog, he's looking to throw it short. No one's... Burnley are pressing high, to be fair. So Balkowski's going to unleash one off his right boot. Boom. There you go. Straight down the throat of the Burnley defence. And it's cleared away. Back into the Millwall half. Sean Williams does a foul, isn't it? I thought it was a foul on Sean Williams, but it wasn't given. Ben Thompson was unlucky there. Gets a tackle in, but just overstretching, and luckily it breaks for, fortunately, should I say, for Burnley, it breaks for them. Conor Mahoney clears after Marlon Romeo blocked the original cross. Burnley, though, back in possession. Charlie Elwood says Dak to Millwall. Yes, that wouldn't be a bad one, mate. That wouldn't be a bad one at all. Oh, what's happened here? Balkowski just gets there. As good play that from Murray Wallace. Ball went over the top, and it just out of nowhere, Burnley were on the attack, but Murray Wallace clears up well. Marlon Romeo. Marlon, you've got to release that, mate. He's giving it away. And now Burnley are on the attack with numbers over. Oh, but it's a bad bit of control, which allows the ball to break to Sean Hutchinson. Or was it Williams? It's Williams, sorry. Williams now clips one down the line. Oh, it's not a bad ball at all. It's a right idea, but I just don't think that Bavardson will get there. And it goes back to the Burnley goalkeeper. Why do people say, are we all going to bottle it in the playoffs again this year? Well, we wasn't in the playoffs, but I don't know, the same person put the same comment about 15 times. If we can get in the playoffs, we'll take it, by the way, first off. And second, we didn't bottle in any playoffs because we wasn't in them. So just, it's not funny, shut up. There's some weird comments tonight in this. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. There's some weirdos about there, isn't there? But there you go. This is the chance you take when you do live streams. Charlie Elwood says we're not going to get playoffs this season. Who is looking better this half? He's only been playing for 2 minutes. So at the minute, yeah, I can't tell you. Eddie Driftwood says Parrott looks to have been limping for ages. Should have gone off sooner. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't look right, did he? Didn't look right. People getting the youngsters, the West Ham fan in. I'm going to stop reading these comments for a minute because they get on my nerves. There's that one. So just before I tell you that, I'm going to commentate on the game. Talk a little bit more about the game. Ben Thompson looks like he's hobbling a bit now. He's trying to run off a little something. Ben Thompson's definitely hobbling. Throw on to Burnley. 49 and a half minutes gone. Bang on the halfway line. Shipped into the air. The header is won by Shane Ferguson. Drops to Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson to Romeo. Romeo now. Long diagonal. Won by... Ooh, unlucky. Won by Smith. It almost fell for Bavardson, but it didn't. And now Burnley have the ball back, advancing into our half. Burnley have the ball. Edge of the box. Crossed in. Looks like it's way too long. It wasn't. It was saved. He heads it back to Mahoney. Mahoney's lost it on the edge of the box. We're under a little bit of pressure here. Chance to cross. Good block from Marlon Romeo. I think that'll be a throw on as opposed to a corner. It's very deep in our half, and the camera didn't actually see where it went off, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Ooh. Throw on to Burnley. God, they're starting to turn the thing a bit now, turn the screw. Oh, it's a great ball in. It's a great ball in, and just couldn't get his head on it, and it is a goal kick to Millwall, but Burnley last couple of minutes starting to impose themselves a little bit more. Is it on iFollow? Says Lee Mason. No, Lee, it's not on iFollow. I think audio's on iFollow, but it isn't on iFollow. It's on. Someone just commented on my Instagram post, popped up my phone, said Mahoney's been dog shit. He hasn't been brilliant, but I don't think anyone really has at the minute. We haven't really got in the game again. Just a little bit flat going forward, a little bit lackluster, a little bit. No ideas of inventing this. Here he is, Marlon Romeo, hoping to change that. Knocks it inside to Mahoney. And Mahoney has fouled. It wasn't the best pass from Romeo. Mahoney collects it, tries to turn. Josh Brownhill brings him down, and it will be a free kick. 52 minutes gone. And we are losing by 1-0. Of course, remember, if we only need one goal to take to a penalty shootout, it will be finishing tonight. There will be no extra time. I don't know what happened with the free kick because they were showing a replay, but Burnley are back in possession. And, someone just pushed Marlon over. Mason Bennett's pushed their bloke in the face who's pushed him. Sean Hutchinson comes in to sort it out. The Burnley player's rolling around like he's been shot. Marlon Romeo had the ball in between. Sorry, had the ball. Yeah, Josh Brownhill's just been booked for pushing Marlon. Actually, pushed Marlon Romeo over. Shouldn't that be a red card? The ball sort of got stuck up in between a few players' feet. The Burnley player had it in between his legs and was on the floor, but he held it in between his legs. Should have been an unfair. Yeah, look, it's an obstruction. He's got the ball in between his legs. So Marlon Romeo's trying to get it out. Then he did stand on the geezer's thing. And the geezer, there's got to be a red card. There's got to be a red card, really. Romeo has trod on his leg, but it wasn't really, I think it was accidental. It's a free kick to Millwall regardless. Going to be taken by Conor Mahoney. Long diag into the box. It's going to be eaten up by the Burnley players. There's too many of them around it. Drops out to Ferguson. Ferguson back inside to Thompson. Thompson now tries to take a different route and he's knocked over and he'll win a free kick there. He does well, Thompson. Lots of bodies around him. So he takes the opportunity to try and go on a little bit of a run. Oh, dear. Free kick to Millwall. Conor Mahoney again will take it. This time it's out wide on the left. The goalkeeper's lining up a wall. He's not going to shoot. It's a good opportunity to stick a ball in the box. To me, we look like we're too close to the front post already. And it's going to go over everyone and go for a goal kick. Someone needs to be coming around the back for me there. Our runs at too flat and too close. It does go all the way to the back, but Sean Hutchinson wins it back into the danger area and Peacock Farrell collects it. Oh, dear. There's a few boring people in this stream, I've got to tell you. What's this? This Dean Marnie thing going on. Who the fuck's Dean Marnie? Does he play for them or something? It's still, by the way, 1-0. Can we turn it around, says John Welch. I hope so, mate. I really, really hope so. Do we look like scorers, says Lee Mason? At the minute, no. We don't, boys. I've got to tell you. Chelsea just gone 1-0 up against Barnsley, for anyone who cares, as they're informing me on the screen. At the minute, we don't look like scoring at all. We don't look like scoring at all. It's been a very, very disappointing game, if I'm honest, which seems to be the theme at the minute. Charlie Elwood says the players just don't look up for it, in my opinion. And I would have to agree. Morecambe 0, Newcastle 3 in other news. I'm starting to bring other scores that are popping up on the screen now because it's more interesting than what's going on the pitch, on our pitch that we're supposed to be watching. Although Millwall do now have a free kick deep inside Burnley territory. The ball was knocked down the line by Shane Ferguson, just watching the replay. And as Bennett went to get free, he was shoulder barged to the ground. And it will be a free kick. And I think a booking as well. Mahoney hasn't really put a decent one in yet tonight. He hasn't done brilliantly. He's going to have another go now, though, and our players and the Burnley defenders line up on the edge of the penalty spot. In line with the penalty spot, should I say. Come on, boys. Fuck's sake. Let's liven this up. Starting to get on my tits. Mahoney. Central. Header. Oh, my God. What a save. It's a great header by Matt Smith. It's a great cross by Mahoney. Matt Smith wins the header. And it's a brilliant save by Peacock Farrell. He tips it over the bar. However, I didn't know that at the time when I got excited. It's been adjudged for either offside or a foul by Matt Smith because it's a free kick to Burnley. But Peacock Farrell didn't know that. Just showing the replay again now. Great cross from Mahoney. Matt Smith rises, wins the header. It's going in. It's going in high but quite central. Peacock Farrell was going the wrong way. He gets his arm up on the cross and tips it over. But Matt Smith did use his arms to leverage on the defender, and it's still 1-0. This guy's going on a timeout. Just going on constantly at Burnley. Burnley songs. Burnley this, Dean Marley that. It's like, oh my God. I don't suppose Burnley have a fan channel. I don't know. God knows. But here come Burnley again on the attack. .58 minutes gone, 0-0 in the third round of the Carabao. Oh, nice. Good work from Bennett. Bennett presses high, wins the ball back, and now we are 3-on-3. Knocks it to Bavardson. Bavardson comes inside. He's going to have a chance to shoot. He's not. Squares it. Mahoney on his right foot. Tries to switch to his left. Connie, you should have shot, mate, on your right foot. It just screamed out for a shot on his right foot, and he just didn't have the confidence. He tries to cut back inside, and he just meets a wall of Burnley defenders. Mason Bennett does very well to close down the Burnley players and win the ball back. Breaks free. Plays it to Bavardson, who did well to hold the ball up. He squares it across the box. Barkowski comes out and claims it to Mahoney, and Mahoney should have shot first time. Yeah, he should have shot, says Theo Hanley. You're correct, Theo. He should have shot, but he didn't shoot. And even by turning into where he did, he must have realised he was going to meet that wall of defenders. It's a bold statement, but you're entitled to it. Barry Lee says, sorry, Mahoney is just not good enough, and he never, ever will be. Never, ever will be. I don't agree, but he should have definitely done better in that situation. As a result, we're still 1-0 down, and we approach the hour. Burnley have the ball. It's a stray pass. Is that Bavardson? No, it's Smith. If Bradshaw's not even on the bench tonight, by the way, I'm just thinking, if there's no Bradshaw on the bench, Parrott's gone off, Bavardson started, Smith started. We're very short of options now, aren't we? Unless Jed has to come on, which someone is actually making out their me now. It says their account's called Lions TV, and they've used my logo. So I've just thrown them out. Right. Yeah, James Saville's getting blocked. There's a few spanners on this stream tonight, aren't they? Yeah, I'm trying, Joe. I've seen that. This is a good question. Barnhurst Lion says, did Callum Davison have more of an influence than we think? This guy's getting blocked now as well. Don't know who he is. Bradley someone, but getting bombed. Some weirdos out there, aren't they? I don't going to even read the dodgy ones. I am going to just read the sensible ones. And that's a good question for Barnhurst Lion. Did Callum Davison have more of an influence than we think? You could see him around. I mean, you did get loads of... you we did get loads of indication, but they looked quite close, didn't they, on the touchline? You can see they've been around each other for many years, only judging by, every club that Gary Rowett's been at. He took Davison with him, and when he left, if we underachieved after he left to what he was doing when he was there, the question will always get asked. Just showed that Brownhill goal again, honestly. What a goal. John Parr says, we need to get a new striker in very quickly. It's the only area we'll be a week in. I would agree with that, John. The only other thing that does slightly worry me is the goalkeeper. But I did a season review, and if you saw my pre-season squad assessment, that was the one area I said I was very concerned about was strikers. It doesn't look good tonight at Parrott, does he? He looks like he was limping to me. Bradshaw not even in the squad, which is a little bit worrying. Leaves us with Bavardson and Smith. But again, we might have to go what we got. It's not going to be Jeff Marshall. Weed out the tossers, Dan. I'm trying, Jeff. I'm trying. It's a few more than normal tonight. Don't know why that is. That can happen. Anyway, here come Millwall with the ball. Bavardson on the ball does well. Cuts into the box. Should have done it. You held it too long now, silly bollocks. Oh. He took on about 3 players already. Had the chance to whip one in back post or just put it in an area. And he tries to go back and take more players on. We got no idea going forward, honestly. Dwelling on the ball in the final third. No composure, no quality in the final third. Tom Meek says he's Parrott on the pitch. He was, mate. He was, but now he's gone off. George says, frustrating. It is, mate. It is very frustrating. Burnley have had 55% possession to our 45 in this second half. It's 63 minutes gone. There's still plenty of time, but it's just completely flat. Here comes Mahoney on the ball now. Down the right side. Tries to cut inside. He's got Marlon Romeo just there. If Marlon lets him know he doesn't need Marlon Romeo, he breaks past him and puts a poor cross in, if I'm honest, to the right. With the right foot to the front post. And it is... Harry Kenwood correctly says, a lack of creativity for us. It really is. But it doesn't matter. It seems to matter who he plays. They all seem slow. They all seem like devoid of any ideas. And Katie Carroll correctly says, can't see us scoring tonight. And I agree. At the minute, Joe Kelly says, we've looked awful every game so far, well off the pace. And that's the one thing I'm slightly... can excuse almost that we haven't been brilliant, but it could be because we are a little bit, we're a little bit off the pace at the minute. 8 days in the Lions TV group chat says, I think Mahoney has been pony, and I've got to agree with that. Ken Bailey on this chat, crossing to the box, could have been 2-0. It was pretty much on the guy's head. It looked like he should have just headed it in. He sort of went through him. Oh, it's a great cross. Jed Wallace needs to come on and change this game. We definitely need to do something, mate. I don't think as well, don't forget, it's a cup match, so we don't need to score 2. We definitely aren't going to be scoring 2 if things carry on like they are. But if we nick 1 late, then it goes to penalty. So maybe that's in the back of Rowett's mind. If it was a league game and he was trying to win it, and he's trying to change things, I think he may have already done that by now. But I don't think he do. I think he might wait till 75. I reckon he'll probably give it another 10 minutes, maybe even 80 minutes. And if nothing is happening, then he will definitely try and do something. But what could he do? He'll have to put Jed on. Other than that, there's no one else really. No, Bennett's already on. Bradshaw's not in the squad. Smith and Bavardson have started. Mahoney's already on. Kenny Draper in the Lions TV group chat says, I don't think Ben Thompson's had a good game tonight. I think Ben Thompson's done as well as Ben Thompson can do. Declan Clayton correctly says this is like watching a friendly game. It's very, very... it's very, very... Oh, dear. This account is called Stop Eating Jaffa Cakes, Dan. And it said, get Ian Holloway in the Lions Lounge. Colin Moon, thank you so much for the donation of £10 to Lions TV. Marlon Romeo crosses one in, cleared to the edge of the box. Sean Williams backs it. Van Varsen shoots. It's not a bad strike from Van Varsen. He catches it well, but a little bit too much. Cashman Colin, says Mitch Kelshaw. Yes, super chats are open. You can make a one-off donation to the channel if you so wish. Thank you, Colin, for your donation. It is very much appreciated. Dave Martin says, it's Venom. How you doing, mate? So, yeah, at least you get your tenner back for the game. I feel like I want paying more to watch this. I feel like if someone said, if I knew this, someone said to me, watch this back tomorrow for 100 quid, I don't know if I could face doing it. Lee Mason says, I love Ben Thompson, but someone else said that Ben Thompson is overrated. I can't see it now, though. The Spink says, Bod needs to come off soon. It's frustrating at times, Bod. He always does, but at least he's been involved in the game. At least I'll say he's done this and he's done that. Some of them have just not been involved. Yeah, Theo Hanley says, great strike, just a bit too much. But he did catch it right. And again, it wasn't an easy shot to hang on. George, thank you very much, mate. You've sent a super sticker. I don't know what that is, but it's £10. I don't know the difference between super sticker and super chats. But thank you for your donation to the channel. Yeah, much appreciated, boys. Thanks a lot. It all goes back into the system where we can try and make this channel better. This is why we've got these graphics. This is why our podcast is now on Spotify due to people donating. So I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. So now this account is called Where's the Deirdre Barlow Bins, Dan? These ones for long streams, these ones just sit nicer on, but they don't feel loose. Corner for Burnley, crossed in, cleared. Who's been man of the match tonight is your question. Fucking hell. I could see a lot of players it hasn't been. Players it has been. I don't know, but a change is happening. And is that, have I gone mad, or is that Hayden Muller coming on for Marlon Romeo? Hayden Muller's coming on for Marlon Romeo at right wing back. Hayden Muller, of course, played 2 days ago for 70 minutes for the under-23s. I was there. So, yeah, Muller. There you go. Steve Lees correctly says Muller is coming on for Marlon. Mate, this frustrates me, but you're right, Charles. George Alexander scored again the other day when I was watching the 23s. Don't know why he isn't getting a chance, especially in games like this. Really, really frustrating. Have a quick poll. I don't know if I can put a poll on here. I did think about doing a couple of polls here and there, but there you go. Hayden Muller's on the ball. Does well. Gives it to Mahoney. Good cross. Good cross, but it's won momentarily by a Burnley defender who heads it up in the air, and Peacock Farrell comes in and takes it off the head of Bavars and does well. Tries to release Burnley quickly with a long kick upfield. Ben Thompson touched like a trampoline on that occasion, and it's given back to Burnley again. It's clipped down the line. Sean Hutchinson miscontrols it. We just don't look like we're playing in any sort of formation with any sort of pattern of idea of what we're supposed to be doing. Sean Hutchinson cuts across a Burnley player. I thought that could have been a foul. It wasn't given. The Burnley player then gets up and closes down Hutchinson as he tries to clear it. And it's a goal kick to Millwall. Balkowski obviously will take it. 70 minutes on the clock. This does not look like a good indication that we're going to be doing any good in this cup this season. So I'm seeing people say get Declan out. I don't know who Declan is. Right. Is this him? To get people out, but I have to block them, which is a bit harsh if they've really done a lot wrong. Harry Does Stuff says 414 viewers on YouTube ain't much. Have 414 on Twitch, and that's madness, bruv. Yeah, but that's why it is what it is, Twitch. You don't get many followers on there, do you? It's very difficult to build a following on Twitch. And I'd rather have I'd rather have 440 people in here watching than have 30 on Twitch. I just want people to watch it. I don't really mind Joe Kelly comes in. And a night of madness on the comments. Oh, Burnley into the box. Chance. Great tackle by Sean Williams. Keep up the good work, says Joe Kelly. Thank you very much. Steve Lee says, don't do a poll. My thing is broken. Calculator. Up 436 now, Harry. Yeah. What happened to Denzel's Den, Dan? Who's been the worst player of the night? Well, Denzel's Den, for those who don't know, me and Denzel tried to start a podcast a long time ago. And I had to go to Liverpool a few times to record it. And it was very, very good. It was basically, Denzel telling all these stories and that. But it was obviously a long way between me and Denzel going to do it. I actually went up to Liverpool for a couple of times to record. In a day, recorded it and got a train back in a day. That was my dedication during the early years. But, yeah. It didn't happen in the end. Following you from Switzerland once again, thank you for your work and content. Hope we can get some emotions tonight. Thanks for tuning in, Luca Todaro. Hopefully we can get a point, get a goal, mate, which won't give us a point. Troy Parrott. Troy Parrott's in the chat. I was the worst player on the pitch tonight. I don't think that's the real Troy Parrott. Harley Muller's coming with. If Muller doesn't score, I'm unplugging in his Xbox. Oh, my God. Worst player on the pitch, though. Sorry, you did ask that. I don't know, mate. There's been a few, to be honest. At the minute, there's 73 minutes gone. We are losing 1-0 over to Burnley in the third round of the Carabao Cup. It doesn't look like we're going to be playing Man City unless we can pull something out of our arse very, very soon. Hayden Muller's just been pulled down pretty much on the halfway line. It'll be a free kick. Marlon Romeo going off is an interesting one, by the way, because I don't know if he's still trying to get fitness. Obviously, that's why he's gone off. Don't know what's happening to Yuri Scalak because he can also play there. Ryan Lennon, I don't think, is in the squad tonight. So a big switch up tonight, which means I expect there to be a big switch up again Saturday. We've just got nothing. We're just taking free kicks, going up, it's coming back. We've got no movement off the ball, no ideas. Fergie sticks a cross in to what looks like the linesman on the far side. It's the nearest person to it. And it goes off for a throw on. Paul Creek says, you're doing a good job, Dan. Nice one. Thank you. Oh, not that one. Didn't see what that said. Let's put that one back up. William Bailey says, genuinely not sure what kind of player Thompson is. Not disciplined enough to play one deeper roles, which is why Rowett put him further forward, but he's not good enough on the ball for that. It's a very interesting and fair point, really. The way you said it as well, I like that. Well done, mate. Good comment. Chance for Burnley. Oh, just wide. Ferguson does enough just to put him off. Murray Wallace is pleased with Ferguson's contribution. Could have been 2-0 Burnley there, realistically, again. M. Brown says, thoughts on the game so far, Dan? Nothing really in it, mate. No quality from either side, really. We came close a couple of times with a Matt Smith header that he just didn't manage to hit the target with. Other than that, not really a lot in the game other than Brownhill's brilliant goal just before half-time. Okay, so now Ryan Woods is on. I didn't see he came on for, but I'm assuming it was probably Sean Williams. But Ryan Woods is on. Yes. M. Treaders says, I love the channel, Dan. Who would you bring on from the bench? It has to be Jed. I think another 5 minutes, you may well see Jed. Because, again, Woods has come on, great. Muller's come on, great. But they're not really attacking players, are they? Ball into the box. Could be 2-0 here. Oh. Balkowski does well. Ball over the top. The striker breaks our line. And Balkowski comes out. He just tries to toe poke it. And Balkowski reaction just hits his body. And it is cleared away. does well, Bulkowski. He just stands up and it just hits him in effect, but he could have gone down. He could have dived either way, and he does enough. It hits him, and Sean Hutchinson clears up the rest. 77 minutes on the clock, and Burnley come forward again. Header, great save from Bulkowski. Reaction, replay. Downward header. Bulkowski does well to save. He parries the first one. He gets up to try and get the second. The striker beats him to it, squares the ball. It goes through Bulkowski's legs and it's cleared off the line by, I believe, Hutchinson or Hayden Muller. It's definitely one of them. But we don't look like getting anything out of this game, if I'm honest. It's been a very, very average, below average, if I'm honest, performance from us. No points of excitement to talk about. No good patterns of play. Frustrating again. It's been, to be honest, it's been very much similar to the first two games we played. That's a foul. In the league against Stoke and Rotherham. Westwood brings down, I think that was Sean Williams. So I think Sean Williams is on the pitch. Oh, so I didn't think he was on the pitch. He may well be. Free kick to Millwall. 78 minutes on the clock. God, dear, crunch. Yeah, it was Hutchinson on the ball. He has gone off. Here's Woods. Plays it to Mahoney. Mahoney's got a chance to curl one in left-footed. It's cleared away with a header to the edge of the box. Here's Ferguson on the ball. Plays it inside to Bavardson. Bavardson to Woods. Woods will play it wide to Muller. Muller's going to stitch one in right-footed. Great ball. Great ball from Muller. Oh, just didn't make it. It goes to the back post. Fergie will stick it back in. Smith with a header. And it's cleared away by Burnley. And that's slightly better from us. Hayden Muller retains the ball. Excuse me. I'm actually yawning watching the game. But despite that, it's been slightly better in the last minute and a half. And we have a corner. 78 minutes gone. It's 470 people now in the stream. Someone said, Burnley showing Premiership class. No, not really, but they don't really need to. They're 1-0 up against the Championship side without fielding their full strength side. They must be doing something right. We're trying to change that. It's a corner. Mahoney whips it in. Oh, it was flicked on by a Burnley player, but it almost came good for us, and it goes all the way over to the opposite side of the pitch. Hutchinson on the ball now. Put back in by Woods. Great ball. Cleared away. And it comes out to to Shane Ferguson. Ferguson trying to find an outlet for his ball, and he finds a 2-yard pass, unsurprisingly. Woods. Nice ball. But that is Williams. Williams is still on the pitch. Inside to Hutchinson. Bennett miscontrols it, then tries to win it back and concedes a throw on. There is 10 minutes left in this game. Gary Turrell says, is it boring, Dan? It is a little bit, mate. Joe Holloway, why do we keep going for crosses? So ineffective. Mate, it's what I said time and time again. Just showing that replay from earlier. It was cleared off the line by Sean Hutchinson. I keep saying Shane Hutchinson. Mate, I agree. I don't understand. It's the only avenue we seem to try and pursue, Dan. It's really fucking annoying. It's been shocking again tonight. Really, if I'm honest. I try and dress it up sometimes, but it's been absolute dog shit. Woods on the ball now. Puts it inside. We'll equalise and win on penalties, and then you can't argue with it. Sean Williams tries to take his man and doesn't come off, but he retains the ball just about now. Woods is with it. Woods. No, it's a nice ball in theory from Woods, but it's not one that we're going to make anything of. And the ball now is doing a little bit of what he did against Rotherham. A lot of time in the air. A little bit of head tennis. It ends up eventually all the way back with Bulkowski. Or Bulkowski or Bulkovski. Whatever you want to fucking say, I don't mind. I'm going to call him Bulkowski. Long diagonal ball from Murray Wallace. It's not a bad one. Matt Smith brings it down. Chance. Mate, he should have passed it. He brings it down. He plucks it. By the way, let's talk about the 70-yard crossfield ball from Murray Wallace, which is literally on Matt Smith's foot. Matt Smith plucks it out the air over his shoulder like you wouldn't believe, brings it down. Tries to shoot for an edge of the box, blocked by the Burnley players. And cleared. Get this Lewis kid out of here. It's going to be a substitution for Burnley. I'm just getting rid of people now. People are telling me to get rid of. I'm sentencing people here without any proof. I'm just getting rid of them now. People I trust on the chat are telling me to get rid of people. I'm getting rid of them. Ball forward. Oh, Matt Smith wins the header. He's starting to win a few headers now, Matt Smith, which is causing a little bit of problems. And we have improved slightly in the last, say, 5 minutes. But we've got to try and get our way back into this game if we want to progress in the cup. Mahoney's now come very deep and very central. It's not been Mahoney's most productive night, but again, it's not really been anyone's productive night. You need a couple of people to be firing to get a little bit of passing going, and a little bit of ideas and inventiveness, and build a little bit of momentum. Clip down the line towards Mason Bennett. He's not going to make that. If he does, he keeps it in, and he knocks it in the box. Matt Smith is going to make it. No, good play from the Burnley player, to be fair, and heads it back to Peacock Farrell, who takes a tumble, rolls around on the floor a couple of times because he's trying to slow the tempo down of the game. There was only 7 minutes of it left, plus injury time. I'd be happy if they didn't play any injury time and just cut the game now. Just for the randomness of the chat, like the comments tonight, this guy's put that about 15 times. And then Katie Lonergan's just put that about 15 times. I don't understand. Will there be a goal? There's been one, mate. I don't think there'll be a second. If it does come, I don't think it's going to come from Hill. Put it that way. Ball forward from Burnley. Oh, nearly got on the end of that. There is only 6.5 minutes left. So, for our shit it's been all night, if we can have a little bit of excitement now, maybe a late equaliser and a win on penalties, could be all right. But at the same time, do we want that extra game against Man City? Because more than likely we'll lose that one. If we don't, we're in the 5th round of the Carabao Cup. Murray Wallace now plays it inside to Ryan Woods. Ryan Woods moves it quickly, good, to Sean Williams. Sean Williams tries to knock one over the top. It's flicked on. Matt Smith with a chance. Oh, it just doesn't get there. But that was better. A little 3-4 pass move. It was a little bit better there. Sean Hutchinson now with the ball. Does well. To Hayden Muller. Hayden Muller inside to Sean Williams. Sean Williams with a chazzy little back heel to Ryan Woods. Woods to Fergie. Nice. A little string of passes together. Fergie goes 2 yards back to Woods because he don't like responsibility. Woods plays it 2 yards to Murray Wallace. Murray Wallace 1.5 yards back to Woods. Woods 37.6 yards. Tries to stick it on Hayden Muller's head. He gives Muller a lot to do. And it will be a throw on to Millwall, though. I believe that the Burnley player just headed that for a win out of play. And it is a throw on to Millwall. In Burnley territory, 85 minutes on the clock. Muller throws it to Mahoney. Mahoney knocks it in to Bennett. Bennett tries to give it back to him, but it's going to trickle out for a Burnley goal kick. Fuck's sake. Charlie Elwood says, class stream again, Dan, by the way. Thank you, mates. Found it a little bit difficult tonight, if I'm honest, with so many wallies and arguments going on in the stream. I just ignore them usually and just travel over them, but it's only people arguing about it. It was sort of dominating the comments. I was struggling to find normal comments. When will no one likes his clothing have a sale, Dan? Asks. Too little, too late now. Where was this earlier? Yeah, I know. It happens a lot, mate. We've thrown caution to the wind now, but why don't we just start the game like this? Wouldn't have mattered if we lost it. We'd have been a lot happier. Well, we are going to lose it by the look of it. We'd have been a lot happier as fans watching this and just, having to go from the start. And it hasn't happened. Long ball up. I don't know what's happened there. It's just cut back and we're in their box. I'm showing a replay. It's cut away from the replay. the goalkeeper, but Varson, everyone's up for the ball in the penalty area, and it's ended up a corner for Millwall. So I don't know what happened because due to the brilliant production team behind tonight's stream. By the way, it's been a lot better than I follow, though, by the way. It's a corner to Millwall, taking short. Conor Mahoney gets it back, tries to put it into the box, and it's another corner. So my suggestion would be fuck the short one off and just stick it in the box. That would be my suggestion. Hopefully, Conor Mahoney's going to listen because we just need to get the ball in the box now. Corner, whipped in. Smith, they're marking Smith very well. Headed back in. And it's a little bit of head tennis. Ryan Woods ends up with the ball. Inside to Sean Williams. Sean Williams to Murray Wallace. Might whip one in here. No, should have done maybe. But Millwall will retain the ball. They're patient. They're playing it along the back line. And now we've created a little bit of space. Ferguson's got acres. He's got to put a good cross in. He does put a good cross in. Oh, my God. I thought it went in. It's a great cross. It's a brilliant cross from Ferguson. Absolutely on a plate. John Daddy Bavarson's got to score. It's come off his fucking Bob Boulder. It's an unbelievable cross from Ferguson. It should have been as well, the amount of time and space he had. It comes across everyone. It comes beyond a Burnley defender, yes, and it comes at pace. But Bavarson goes to head it like that, and it fucking hits his shoulder before it hits his head. It wasn't a sitter, but he's got to be scoring that. He's got to be scoring it. I thought it had gone in. I just see his head flick, the ball go, and I thought it can't go anywhere else other than in the back of the net. It goes wide. And I think, a little margin wide as well in the end. That was our chance. Now here come Burnley. Crossed into the box. Oh, there, man, just couldn't get the end of that. Game's really opened up now, but it's like someone said earlier, it's too little too late. Yeah. Danny Ravel's just... I've had to stop watching, Dan. I don't think that's nerves, Dan, is it? I don't think it's my performance. I think you're saying you can't keep watching the team. Oh, dear. Lee Mason, thank you, mate. Oh, hang on. Lee Mason, yeah, thank you. Harry and Julie Bowden, thank you. Charles Stoworthy, he was there as well. His green away kit's on the way to sunny Amsterdam. Enjoy it when he gets there, mate. Cool. Gary Turrell says, Rowett won't last long. Keep playing like this. Trust me. If you are just joining the stream, which does happen, by the way, we're up to 530 people watching now. It's because it's near the end of the game. So some people who maybe even can't stand me will tune in because it's near the end of the game and will know what's going to go on. So it's 1-0 to Burnley through a moment of brilliance. It's been a very nothing game other than that. Very lacklustre performance, almost like a friendly. Both teams don't look that interested. Millwall have upped their game the last 5 or 6, possibly 10 minutes. But Varson should have just scored from a Shane Ferguson cross. And there is now 89 minutes on the clock. Sean Hutchinson. I keep saying Shane Hutchinson. Gives a free kick away. And I'll be very surprised if we find a route back into this game. Right now, 89 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. One hand goes up from the Burnley player who's going to whip this one in. Right-footed, is he? Or is his mate going to take it left-footed? There's 2 of them standing over it. They're absolutely milking it, I know that much. Outswung to the back post. And it goes for a goal kick. There was 3 minutes added time. And of that added time, there's been 15 seconds played. Paul Harbinson says there is a distinct lack of creativity, Dan. Archie Bacon, no creativity going forward. Charlie Elwood's seen enough. He said, I'm off. Have a good one, Dan. I've had enough. I don't know what... I'll struggle to see what positives we can take out of this. Murray Wallace just scuffs one. As a result, Burnley have possession. And now they've got a man over here. Chance for 2-0. Oh, we're committing people forward now. Burnley had a great chance there for 2-0. And it wasn't the greatest effort. He just kicks it straight at Bolkowski. We shipped the ball long. It's 2 minutes left, mate. But it's done here. This is not changing. This is not changing. This is not changing. Peacock Farrell has it for Burnley. The goalkeeper pumps one very long. It's won by Millwall, but it drops kindly for Burnley, and now just content now to play 1-2s and run down the clock by the look of it. But they make a really pointless pass going forward, and we do have the ball back. Shane Ferguson drills one into the feet of Mason Bennett. Mason Bennett to Woods. Woods knocks it. Oh, Woods has given that away. And it's gone off the pitch. And someone just donated, and I didn't see it. Shit. Hang on. Lee Mason. Oh, Lee, you absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. Very much appreciate that. Your donation to the channel. Top man. Really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed the show. Right. 1 minute to go on the clock. Chance for Millwall. Why did you leave London Live, Dan? The show ran its course. It wasn't involved. There was no show anymore. Right. Cool. You must really know you really must know your Dan Goodwin stuff if you know that everything about me, by the way. Chance of Burnley. Men over. Going to be 2-0 surely. 2-0. 2-0. Game over. We was pushing people forward. We were going for it in a way, and I think it's Vidra that's got a second. Yeah, it was Vidra. Was trying to get people forward. It just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. It's a ball along the channel. What Burnley don't do is don't fuck around. Played it first time inside, first time again to Vidra, and he just trickles one. Really, I mean, Bolkowski again probably could have done better, but you wouldn't put it down to Bart. It's a finish. There's nothing Bart can do. But the game is over. That's not officially. We've lost the game by 2-0. It's going to be over any second. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. And there is the final whistle. Listen, these live streams won't always be successful. They won't always be successful, and I'll definitely take a result and a better performance against Brentford at the Den on Saturday when I will be live streaming again. So join us for that one from 2:30. But a very disappointing, very lackluster, no creativity, no ideas, no intent, no desire sort of performance from Millwall. It's a performance that I've seen a lot of this season already. I know it's very early doors and we're not doing too bad in the league at all, but I think Gary Rowett will struggle very badly to take positives from that. I'm going to switch off now because I'm going to do a full-time reaction. But thanks for watching. There'll be pre-match predictions and fan score predictions out tomorrow on the channel for Saturday's game at the Den against Brentford. Things have to improve, and we need a striker. And we're short in a few areas. It wasn't good, but thanks for watching. If you stayed for the whole 2 hours and 23 minutes and 12 seconds, I very much appreciate your support. Thanks for all the super chats again. Brilliant. Love it. Love you all, even your weirdos. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions. I think we're still live, aren't we? Any chance on ending this? We're still live here in the fucking broadcast. We're still live for some reason. I don't know why we're still live. Sorry. Put the bins back on. I'm not having trouble connecting, man. I'm just having trouble ending the stream.